Konnichiwa, samurai tachi. Kono taxi ga tadaima sanjo. Good afternoon, welcome to this evening stream of Pathfinder, the Vault of Galudrahl. I'm your host, the Samurai of Tears, Namida no Samurai, so known as Peaches at SG6, and I'll be joined tonight with our regular host of the Fellowship, including some amazing streamers here. I think it's a good time. We'll do all shout-outs now, so I don't forget later. So we already have an Eden in the chat. Just going to go down the list. We have Onions is here. I'd say give us a wave, but I haven't got the webcams working on stream. We have Sage. Yep, we have John Cena with us today, also known as Sage. Yes, timing! I love how long the sound effect is. Then there is the amazing. So we have Nebulous, who has got a streaming link for him, but he's here. Peter's back with us today, so this is going to be very interesting to get her all caught up with what's going on in the game. And is that everyone? Did I miss anyone? I don't think I missed anybody. But yes, a big welcome to anyone who is joining us for the first time. I am not going to be responding very much to what's going on in chat, because I'm going to be too busy trying to ruin people's lives. That's my job as a GM. Other than that, though, I say, it's been a while. I'm going to try and do some catch-up with the rest of the Fellowship and see how much they remember. And just kind of go from there. And no, I'm going to be ignoring all reward claims and stuff today. This is mainly just so I have a recording of the game. But hello, Minty. Thank you for joining us. Other than that, though, say if you are watching or listening in, please enjoy. I will occasionally be able to check chat, but I think there's going to be a little bit too much going on over the next 2 or 3 hours for me to actually see what's going on. Please be aware that this is most likely going to be an adult-oriented stream due to language and conversations from the players, especially based on what we've already talked about. But alright, Mice Missy, enjoy the lurk and enjoy the food, and hey, enjoy the game, everyone. Hello, everybody, you are now live. That was some fantastic timing, Tor. Thank you very much for that. Oh, this could be. No, like I said, I'm ignoring most things. Although I have to wait for this to stop. Hang on. Sage! Damn it. Right. Okay. So, right, let's get people. The great thing is that I blocked all the sound there for people. Ha! Okay. So, we should be able to hear people now. And that should fix a few things. But I'm not going to be taking redemptions on the word bans and things like that. So, hopefully, this should be good enough volume now at this point to hear everybody. Maybe. Although everyone's very quiet now. No one's speaking anymore.
No, I'm speaking.
Yes. I'm here. This is my voice. This is my big girl voice.
Excellent.
I can sing low.
And yeah, so you can annoy this way as much as you want to, but remember it'll be you guys that are being blocked out mostly. So up to you how you want to play this. But yeah, I think I don't know. I'm very worried about transferring the map across to where you guys were, because this alone is probably going to be a shock. Do we want to do a recap first before we put the map on?
Yeah.
The main thing I can remember is we went to look in this, I think it was stables.
Yep,
there was a giant spider.
Yeah.
In there. So we were going to shove Chinpo in and run away.
Oh, we did. We shoved Chimpo in. It was fine.
Did we actually? I thought we were just joking about that, but okay.
Yeah, oh no! Chimpo was right in there.
Oh yeah, Chimp, I'm right in there. I was trying to intimidate the little stable hand into being quiet. I did too well, if I remember correctly. I got a crit on that, and they got so intimidated to try and run away from me. Ran into this giant spider. So, yeah, I should probably do trigger warnings for it. In case you've got arachnophobia, there will be a giant spider tonight.
And that was
Not
that
for
was
long
after,
though.
That was the end of the session.
that's
And that was
me,
after we just barely survived a fight.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Right, let's
So,
take it right back to the beginning of the last session, where you guys were at the camp with the Elven resistance force. Alicara had just walked off to try and gather her thoughts, and you guys were still together trying to debate what you were going to do.
Yeah.
So, what happened? What plan did you guys come up with? Because there were some fantastic discussions that went on.
We went off to go...
It was
I
to
think
set
it
a
was
distraction.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a distraction to keep the forces off our approach, basically, so we could go in and go into this. If I remember correctly, it was a palace or a fort, so we could get this next gem. With
the
very
citadel.
little. Yeah, the citadel with very little resistance. Oh how wrong we were.
Well, we had heard that there was an elf or someone being held in a house by Drow.
Yeah, you were looking for a missing resistance patrol that had gone missing outside the citadel.
Then we busted in a side door.
Oh wait, no, something happened before that. You
Oh.
missed a bit.
Sorry.
No, that's what the recaps are for.
We fought through some guards, didn't we?
That came after busting through the door. Two people decided to scout out this mansion first, after you decided against burning everything down, I believe.
Yeah, I recall the attempt to burn the city to the ground.
Yeah, they thought
Not the city,
just
just
some mansion and some
burn-
barns.
just a bar. Or not the whole city.
Yeah, it
Just
was to
not
make
be
a big
pizza
enough.
safe.
Love that reaction, pizza.
It was enough to make. It was to make a big enough distraction so that the forces would come and investigate that while we ran in to the citadel without being, accosted much.
Yeah, it was an interesting plan.
It was a sound plan. It was sound until we realised there were people in it, and we probably should get rid of them.
Okay, I gotta close the door because there's gonna be yelling. A moment.
Oh, wait till you get.
Oh, we know.
Thankfully, this is radio, so you cannot see what Pizza's doing right now.
There would be scenes of graphic violence approaching, which have been censored for the viewers' safety.
Yeah, we would be completely set. Here she goes. Okay, here we go. I'm ready for the accosting here for the verbal dressing down. So
scouting.
oh, I cut off the head of the. I helped cut off the head of that lass
I'm
as well.
sorry. Say that again. What?
She was a bad elf. She was the elf in general that was in there taking prisoners. I cut the head off her. I didn't want her to come back alive. I made sure.
And strangely, I think there was the symbol for Alicara's goddess in there too.
That's right. There was a Soluni, right?
No.
No.
Oh, where's my notes?
Right, so the bit that skipped out is that Johan and Tor, I think, went to go and scout out this house where they saw, in the upper floor, they saw a wood elf, and said, ooh, this could be one of the ones we've been sent to rescue. She was walking along the top floor carrying a lantern, so they're like, ooh, why is she there? Johan went bravely, knocked on the door, and when the door was slammed in his face, he ran away to go back to the group. The party then came back to the manor as a whole and decided to bust in through the side loading door, where they accosted the guards inside. After a long fight, I believe Beatrix and... who was the other one that got knocked out? Kazil
was down.
wasn't it?
Yeah, I think Kazil got knocked out, yeah.
knocked out, but they managed to take down the three guards that were guarding the entrance to this place, where Chimpo then cut the head off one of the guards to go around and intimidate people. You then you realised there were people in the kitchen, so you went and barricaded them in. And
It was a sound plan. It was a sound plan. We didn't want them running off and getting more help, even though we forcefully broke in and started killing people. See, when you say it like that, Peach, you make it sound like we're the bad guys.
Yeah, you because you then went to the stable where you quite happily filled in their scared stable hand and scared him, so he tried to escape the wrong way and managed to terrify a gigantic tarantula that crushed him to death instantly. And that is where we left off at the end of last session.
We should point out as well that for the viewers at home that are watching this, we are on a video chat and we can see each other's faces. So thankfully, this is Peach's stream is strictly radio and audio, because if you could see what Alicara was doing right now, see what Peach's face was like. Yeah, she not too happy. Oh, I forgot how big this thing was. Yeah, and it's got one of those snake things as well around it, which tells me it's probably a huge boss. Maybe.
But there you go. That is where we left off.
Wasn't there a trap door at its feet? Am I misremembering that?
A what?
Wasn't there a trap door somewhere around, or a sewer entrance or something by its feet?
Something.
There was drains and stuff nearby, which.
Oh. I thought he was sort of hovering over something particularly.
No, nothing particularly there.
Okay.
I love them counter borders that you've got for that spider. Where did you get them?
It's from a tool called Token Tool.
Nice.
Very easy way to make tokens for map-based virtual tabletops.
I got them.
But right, do we still have the initiative counter? We don't.
I think Beatrix and I were still unconscious.
Yep. So I think
Johan spent a good chunk of that out for the count. Was it poison or something?
Yeah, the weapons from the guards were doused in their poison, which was designed to put you guys to sleep.
Yes.
It works on Johan.
Yep.
Now, I used a couple of my things, it's been a while. I'm slightly hurt. I'm not too bad. That's good.
And it has forgotten everyone's turn order, so I think we're going to go for a new initiative roll from everybody. So remember, if you click on your token, you can it should add you straight to the turn order tracker. Peter, if you want to roll initiative just anyway, and as and when you decide to come in, I will add your token to the map.
There we go.
Nice.
Oh, that's interesting.
Oh, I'm going to use my once per day thing and just take that as a straight 10.
Sure.
Yeah.
The spider's initiative is on.
I asked if I should roll, but it already rolled for me.
It might have just remembered everybody's initiative at that point. Okay. So I don't think that's...
Weeble goes when I go, or does Weeble have to have his own initiative? I can never remember.
Weeble should go on yours.
Okay.
So he doesn't need his own.
Okay.
Once per day it's a free action and can take a 10 on my initiative check. Alert. Combat trait. That's what it is. I will do that for today.
And so Weeble will be on, 8.04?
And if I'm not mistaken, I still have mage armor up as well.
Yes, that's on, because that lasts for a while, and because they'll cast it when you came in.
So if I remember correctly, I should be at now, because I managed to increase my charisma, my racial maximum. And because of that, I am at...
This one's... Who is this?
Pass.
Oh, yeah.
My charisma bonus, so I'm at 12 naturally, takes up to 17, plus 5 would be Oh, and I've got a dodge as well, if I'm not mistaken. Again, +1 dodge bonus to my AC, that's fine. I'm 18, it's 5, 23. I'm at 23 AC, yes, remember now.
Okay.
Which I am going to need.
Didn't we determine last time that this spider was saddled for mounting?
Yes.
Yes.
So it's slowly coming back to me. I didn't make notes last time. And
No, that's fine. That's why we do these recaps at the beginning, just to let anyone who's watching, but also the players, remember what on earth is actually going on.
So, I have changed my initiative to the 10. Yeah, that's fine.
Cool.
So
Thank you much.
so you can see almost. Yeah, not a problem.
Okay. I
Right.
think that's everyone. So, Johan is right at the top. If Johan's actually awake, I think.
I'm here. I just mute because I've
No, I meant
got
character. I was
noise.
like-
Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good point. What do I roll for the wake-up stuff? I don't remember if he
no,
was
I think if he was
awake
out,
or asleep.
if he was out, I would have added the little tracker counters. So I think he's awake.
Okay. Johan's going to look nervously at the spider and have a quick look around to see what else, if there's anybody else around, or yeah.
Just your group at this point.
Yeah, he hasn't got. He's not going to attack that thing. So yeah,
Just stands there and is like, okay.
hold action for attacking in defense if somebody attacks him. If that makes sense.
Okay, yeah. So just ready in action to attack first if someone looks like he's gonna come out. Fair enough.
Yeah.
So it moves to Usher.
I am going to. Can you hear me?
Yep.
Excellent. I'm going to move forward to stand by my friend Chimpo,
Oh,
and I am going to ready an act. Can I ready an action as well, so that if the spider thing comes and attacks us, I hit it with my sword.
Okay.
But other than that, I'm just going to kind of be alert and wary.
Very well. So we move on to Chimpo.
I am going to take the head of this person. I'm going to roll it to the side because I have the funniest and strangest of feelings that this might be the owner. And I'm going to try. I wonder if I've got a skill that would help me with this. How is this spider looking? Is it poised?
Give me I think it's handle animal roll.
I actually have this tag. This is a skill for me, but I don't have anything in it. So, let's have a go.
16. This is very much in and almost what you'd say is an attack posture. It's not defensive. This is it's spotted prey. It is looking for food right now.
Right.
So it's the way it's like front legs are slightly raised. It's definitely getting ready to attack.
Okay, so with having the head, then I'm going to hold my action for as soon as it starts to move to us. I'm going to throw the head to the side to try and distract it.
Okay.
If you understand where I'm coming from with that.
Yep, that's fair.
Yeah.
And also, just as a reminder, that anytime you want to come in, Pizza, you just have to say.
I don't think she wants to.
Just let her,
She's clever. She won't.
interrupt at any stage.
Burst through the stable walls like the Kool-Aid man.
Alright, so we're on Torin and Weeble.
I'll get Weeble just to sort of come sit in front of my feet. He's not going to do anything yet. And I'll ready my bow, but I'm not going to attack until I'm certain this thing's going to attack us.
Okay. Right. Spider time. With its legs raised up in the air, it's going to start to vibrate slightly, and barbs are going to shoot out from the hairs on its legs towards the person holding the head of the severed drow. So that's going to be it.
Nice.
Chimpo.
That makes sense.
What is your touch armor class?
I don't know.
I'm going to interrupt right now. I'm coming in right now.
I'll add you to the map at this point while he works it out.
I have a touch armor class.
Yeah, it's.
Has it got that much range? Yeah.
Touch armor class is 10 plus your dex modifier plus dodge. You don't get any physical armor unless you've got a deflection bonus, which I don't believe you have.
My dex goes to charisma because of my thing, so it'd be my charisma bonus. So does the mage armor still count towards that?
No, because that counts an armor bonus, so it does not count.
Yeah.
Okay, so that will count as 17 for my AC touch.
Okie dokie. This is +1. Shriek.
That hits me, yeah.
Yep, so the barbs are going to fly out and stab into Chimpo. At this point, can you give me a fortitude save, please?
Oh, okay, I can do this. I have stuff for this as well. I'm going to go for this. Resolve. Yes, I have resolve. Resolute. And... Right, okay. Yep, I will take this as an immediate action to roll this twice with my last thingy.
Okay.
My last point of thing, so I have no more resolve or that. That's what it is, resolve. I'll have.
Yeah, your DC for this
twice
is 22.
Yes, I will definitely roll this twice and take the highest. I will take the 12.
You, Chimpo, at this point, despite resolving to resist the venom in the barbs, will feel instantly nauseated.
Nice.
Which one should we use? Which thing do we use for this one? I need to find it. Good little
skull and crossbones.
Yeah, let's go for that. It's kind of poisoned.
Poisoned. Right.
Yeah.
What does poisoned do for me? Or not do for me?
This is for 1d6 rounds. You'll be nauseated, which means you cannot attack or cast spells. You can only take a single move action because everything makes you want to vomit, and this will last for 1 round.
Nice. Okay.
I know you readied your action if it attacked within melee range. This was a ranged attack it made. So those melee counterattacks do not count.
Mine would be a ranged counterattack, would it not?
What was the trigger for yours?
It moved.
It hasn't moved.
That's not considered a move?
No, that was an attack.
Technically, yeah.
It stayed on the spot. As I said, be very careful with what your triggers are for readied actions, because you said you're going to attack if it moves, or if it moves within melee range. So, nope, none of those readied actions go off. It is now Kazil's turn. Oh, he's asleep.
I forgot how long that lasted.
Hours.
Ah, jeez, yeah.
You need someone to wake you up. So, it goes round to Johan. And we'll add Alicara onto the initiative ticker. She comes down the stairs and can hear the sound of fighting from the southern end of the house.
Having seen Chinpo struck, Johan's resolve is now that he's going to do something. So he's going to step around the side because he doesn't want to be in the direct bow shot. So sort of this side. Oh, what's that? Is that just a statue?
Nope, that's a horse inside one of the other gated areas.
Oh, okay, yeah. Not bothered by horses.
No, it seems to be agitated, but it's like rearing away from the spider. So it's kind of scared. Be careful at this point. From a mechanics point, you are now within inside the spider's threat range.
Oh, well, Johan doesn't know that.
Oh, no, but from your point of view, so if you move closer towards the spider from there, it will get an attack of opportunity at you for moving through its threat range.
Oh.
Okay.
It's big, so it has quite a large reach, this thing.
Yeah, that's a huge spider.
Johan's gonna swap out his sword for shortbow. Is that a whole round thing to change
yes,
weapons?
you can drop a weapon for free. Otherwise, it's a move action.
No, he's gonna keep it, not drop it.
So it's a move action.
Yeah.
Unless you have quick draw.
I don't know. I'm gonna have a quick look. And no, it does not have that. So yeah, just going to take his time and keep. So he's got his weapon to hand, and draw out his shortbow. Is it a shortbow? I think it's a shortbow.
Okay. Back to Usher then.
I'm not sure. I have been thinking about what to do. But just all my attacks are melee attacks. And I'm not sure what a good idea that would be.
I will say nothing.
Are we all going to fight and kill this thing? Or...
You can ask that in character.
I will.
Stood there like...
I will.
Yep.
Shall we fight it, or shall we just leave it be? Because we can back off and shut the door.
With the door open.
This is one I'm not worried about leaving.
Yeah, me too.
Back off then?
Sounds good to me.
Yep.
I'm going to back off. Out to here. If it will let me drop it. There we go.
It should do. I know that the map could be a little bit slow to load. If you are using Google Chrome, it's exceptionally laggy, this map.
I am, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if I've got another...
Yeah, it does work slightly better on other browsers, if you have got one, just in case it does become a problem for you. That works.
I don't know if I do, but I can check.
Sure, per se. So, Usher, with the nod from the rest of the group, will back off. Alicara.
I think that's a good idea.
I asked you a question real fast. Or do I need to roll another intimidation check?
Intimidation is separate per action.
Okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna roll an intimidation check.
Well, you don't know any of this is going on at this point. If you have a look at the map, you've just come down the stairs from the upper floor.
Right.
You can hear the commotion.
I'm going to follow the noise, is what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna dash to make sure I get there faster.
Okay.
With my. Okay.
Double move.
So that is
yep.
gonna be yes. So that's gonna be Shit. It's been so long since I've done that.
I think you have 30 movement, which is 6 squares for each movement.
Yes. I'm trying to move my... I don't know if that was 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Oh.
Now, as Alicara comes out into the corridor, you will see something quite shocking from the last time she was there.
Oh.
Let's see if I can remove this. Hang on. I'll remove that, which is the door blocking the way for you. Sorry. Now, in the corridor in front of you, you will see the 2 male drow. Well, no, one of the 2 male drow slumped against the wall. He is currently bleeding to death. There is also the headless corpse of the female captain guard, who had been very welcoming to you, Sarah Drazer. Blood smears,
are you serious?
Blood smears the wall in here.
Sorry, I should laugh. But that was brilliant.
And down at the end of the corridor, you will also see a little familiar halfling.
Oh,
It looks like he's about to shit himself.
Which party members are holding weapons? And what are their current health totals?
Well, until you get to them, you can only see Torrin currently from where you are, according to my map. I don't know if you've changed or moved it.
Okay.
They are all wielding weapons at this point, although when you get to it, Kazeel and Beatrix are asleep in the guard's office.
Okay, I'm sorry. It's a little. It's
all,
hard to
all the
tell.
murder is a bit tiring.
I'm
you
sorry.
know?
It's hard to tell because. Okay, that's better. So I'm gonna go down just one, and I see onions, or I see Usha.
Yep.
And I see Tor.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So Tor definitely has his bow drawn. Usher seems to be backing away from the stable area, where there's still a lot of commotion coming in and the sound of someone retching, as if they're trying not to be sick, as well as a screeching from some kind of creature.
And I saw Sarah Draza.
Yeah, her headless corpse, at least.
I'm going to look straight at Tor since he is right in front of me, and I'm going to say, "What did you do?"
I'm just going to point into the other room and go, "Giant spider, talk later."
No, come here.
I am deflecting.
No, come here. And I'm gonna look at Usha, and I'm gonna go, Usha, you come here too. I'm basically telling you your next initiative moves. Both of you are gonna come to me right the fuck now.
Usher's not gonna argue.
Probably a wise choice.
Weeble, get the fuck over here.
Right.
Even Weeble is afraid.
Yeah, from where you are as well, you will also see the other guard slumped against the wall.
From where I am right now, on the other end of this camera, I'm afraid. Seeing Pizza's expression, I'm afraid.
I'm glad.
I can see it now. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh dear.
Who's after me, Chimpo? Chimpo, guess what your next fucking initiative is? You're coming straight to me. And while you're at it, yo hottie, you can come to me too.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Everybody's coming to me right the fuck now. Separate yourselves from the spiders right now.
I can't now.
I'm sorry. Oh, because you're asleep and so it's Beatrix, correct? When the two of you wake up, you're coming to me. But literally, you just hear this commanding boom just going, everybody, stop what you're doing and come to me right now.
Right, we'll move on to Chimpo.
Dropping the head at this point, and I'm assuming I can't help Yohati come out, pull Yohati back.
No,
does he have the head in his hand?
You've got a single...
Not anymore.
No, he chucks it to the side.
Not anymore.
Yeah, I am going to leave. I'm not even going to be subtle about it. I am ill, so yeah. I will just calm myself and bring myself back to my stomach and.
Yeah. Okay. You are starting to feel a little bit better, but that feeling of vomit was just like, oh god, can't concentrate on anything else. But you seem to have managed to shake it off a little bit. Tor and Weeble.
Tor will just make sure the Weeble's on this side of the door and be ready to shut the door as soon as Yohadi's through it.
Okay.
No, you're not shutting the door. No, you're not. You bring everybody over. The door's not getting shut.
Giant spider, we're shutting the door.
No, we're not. Do you understand me?
Oh, but
halflings can be just as stubborn as elves, you know.
This is going to be amusing because everyone just left Johan in the room with the giant angry spider, who's fumbling to get his short bow out and is nicely in range for a melee attack.
Yeah. I don't understand any of this. What's going on?
I'm so confused.
What's your armor class, Johan?
Is this the touch or the normal?
Normal armor class.
18.
Okay, this is going to hurt. Yeah. As the spider, from its aggressive posture, will lurch forwards with its two arms just reaching over the top of you, pulling you into its fangs as it bites down hard into your chest. Its fangs digging deep into your shoulders, doing... let's see how much it does. This is gonna hurt. 28 damage. Oh, and the scream from Una there was beautiful. And give me a fortitude save if you are still conscious.
I'm just looking. I need to find where hit points is on my character sheet. I seem to have forgotten. Current hit points 24.
So that will take you down to -4.
-4?
You're still alive.
Yeah.
But that will definitely cause bleeding, and you automatically fail the fortitude save once you're unconscious.
Okay.
Meaning you will lose 5 points of strength.
Temporary?
Yeah.
I was going to say temporary.
It's a poison,
keep it
so once
friendly.
you cure the poison, you'll be able to bring it back.
I don't know how to record temporary strength loss on this sheet.
Are you using the built-in one?
It's all...
Because if you're using the one that's built into Roll20, there's a section that says temp.
Okay.
So, yeah, Tor, you will see Johan just fall from the spider bite. Kazil, Beatrix, do the sleepy thing.
I'll scream at Alicara. Johan is down.
There's gonna be more if you don't let me fucking fix this.
Well, then, sit.
Usher?
Upon hearing Johan is down.
You're hotty. Stick with your hotty.
Yeah, Johan, rather. Can I go in and help him get out?
You would be putting
Is that
yourself
a thing I
at
can do?
You could put yourself at risk for doing that.
Oh, what's my health at the moment? I think I lost some earlier.
Very good at. I'm
Good.
Dodging attacks.
I'm only at 17 HP.
Yeah.
I would definitely be down if I got hit. How if someone came through and helped me, would we be able to do it quicker?
Actually, just looking at the positions, you could actually get in behind him and pull him out that way.
Yeah.
But I say it puts you at risk because you would be able to move in and then grab him, and it'd be your next turn when you pulled him. In which case, it puts you in range of the spider attacking you on its next initiative.
Oh, but we can't just leave him there.
Yeah.
But then we can't just keep, like... Oh, damn it.
You know what?
I think I'm too weak to grab him.
Can someone cover me? Can someone cover me while I get Johan out?
Yes, I can do it.
Okay.
Oh.
Alicara.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Right, Johan, I got you. I'm gonna, like, put my arms under his arms and, like, start pulling him out.
Yeah,
In fact, no, I'm a half-orc. I just lift him up. Like,
probably easier to... Yeah.
Like a pillow. Yeah.
With this gigantic spider towering over you as its fangs pull out, Usher runs in just to try and lift up Johan.
Yeah.
In my other games, I play a dryad and a gnome, so I'm used to playing small characters here.
And you get the big half orc. Yep.
I've got the big half orc.
He's like a small hot pillow.
Oh yes.
All right, we move to Alicara.
Right.
Going to move.
She's coming. I feel the Spanglish is coming and I'm not liking it.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. There's this big ass spider, and there's one of something else. I'm going to respond to it. I'd like to make an intimidation roll.
Oh, that one thing that's there is one of the downed guards. I just, for some reason, it's not letting me remove him from the tracker.
Okay. I'm going to make an intimidation roll. My hair is fucking flying in the air at this point.
Ooh, that's a
My
nice roll.
eyes are completely white. I have frost all over my body, just kind of permeating off of me. And I'm going to look at everyone in the room and say, enough! I work with the Lord and Lady Helave. Do not touch these allies anymore. And that is an order from Lady Cold.
Let's see how well that works.
You're saying this to the
Onions is
spider?
intimidated.
Yeah, you're saying this to the spider?
I'm saying this to the spiders, and I'm fucking saying this to you too.
16. Because this thing's bigger than you, you actually get a penalty.
So should I roll for disadvantage?
No. It's you get -4 to your roll, so that makes it 16, not 20.
Okay.
It's hit dice. Okay. Mm-hmm. Does not seem phased. Spider just kind of like makes some kind of verminy shit at you. It seems completely agitated at this point. Something has definitely riled it up.
Possibly the head in the corner.
Yeah, the smell of blood probably is not helping.
She doesn't say that. That was just onions.
Yeah, I'm helping you on that one.
Okay. I can't fucking believe you guys did this.
But fortunately,
How far is the Lord and Lady Helave, or where's the Postulate Falcon? Are they in close distance that I can call to beckon to them?
the last time you saw the Lady Helave, she was in her chamber, so she was at the far end of the top floor. Yep. The Postulate was at the northern end of the corridor. However, the rest of the party might know something about that.
No idea what you're talking about. Nope. Nope.
You did not. Is Postulate Falcon okay? Is he alive?
Yeah.
I think he's alive.
Possibly. I don't know. I don't know which one's which.
Technically?
Technically, yes. I don't know.
Is he the one that's bleeding out?
To be fair, I was unconscious. I don't know.
Oh, no. You were conscious when that one happened, I believe. Actually, maybe.
What happened to the Postulate?
No, you were out by then. Fine.
You have bigger issues. This is a fucking spider.
But Alicara,
you bigger issues.
Will actually trigger an attack of opportunity against you by the spider because you ran into its threat range.
Fine.
What's your armor class?
My armor class is, let's see, 18.
This is likely to hit. Yep.
Okay.
And that is 3d6 plus 18.
Jesus.
Again, 28 damage.
Okay. That is more than HP I have.
Well, this was a fun session.
Yeah.
Well, that's all. No, I'm kidding.
Give us a minute. Give us a minute.
I'm so looking forward to seeing how you guys are going to get out of all of this.
You're assuming we are.
I am.
Where do I put my 24? My -4.
Right. Okay.
Because we now got 2 downed party members in that room, and I think
In that
only
room, yeah.
capable of moving them.
You will go down with the ship. I am no longer.
No, you're
woozy.
you're no longer woozy.
Right, okay.
So fucking pissed at all of you right now. I am livid.
Don't worry, you'll have
Distraction! I am distraction! I will run into its attack of opportunity range.
Okay.
And take its bit away from what'd you call it? Alicara. I don't know if this will do anything at all. I don't want to hit it back. But I will improve feint with me bluff.
Okay. It does not
As
have
part
combat
of my
reflexes. So it's already made its attack
combat.
of opportunity this round.
Oh, in that case,
So you can whack it.
yeah, I will. No, I'm not whacking it. I'm moving up. I'm grabbing Alicara by whatever was left on her, and I'm pulling her out the room.
Okay. Same deal. You move action to get in, and then move action to grab. You can pull her out next round.
Right. Yep. Okay.
This is fun, Tom.
I can't do a whole hell of a lot. I'm not strong enough to grab these things. And if I shoot it, I'm just going to piss it off. Even more. So I don't even know what the hell I'm supposed to do. Like, genuinely, I have no clue what I'm going to do.
So, just hold action again.
That's all I can do. I can't help in any way, shape, or form.
You can maybe hold it, shoot if it goes to attack one of us.
That'll work. I'll ready an attack. If it looks like it's going to attack anyone else, I'll try and stick it in the eye.
It looks like it's going to attack somebody.
Somehow I don't think my handle animal is going to help in this sense.
It could. It might, mate. I would be ready to do that.
Yeah.
It's certainly an animal. Big fuck off animal. It's an animal.
Calm down, boy. Calm down.
So,
Oh.
it might work, but sometimes they make a difference between vermins and animals.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is definitely considered vermin.
Oh, okay.
Is there a skill called handle vermin?
Handle vermin. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Definitely not.
No, I think
Lime
it's
and-
like a special thing that you can get archetype.
I have Intimidate, but it's only got 2 ranks in it. It's not going to be worth a damn
It's
thing.
not. Having seen how scary Alicara was, and this thing wasn't even phased.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just looking through my skills. I can ride. I've got stealth. I've got nothing. All I can do is, I guess, either ready an attack or attack it, and I don't know if I should attack it or not.
Completely your choice.
Looking around, is there anything that I could use to distract it or, keep it otherwise occupied?
Doesn't seem to be. Right now, it's trapped at the end of a long room with just half of your party between it and the only exit to this room.
Could you maybe see if you can wake up the others? Or is it like a magic thing that...
Oh, they're poisoned
they
now,
can't
so
feel
the poison's gone right through the veins. You'd have to use neutralize poison.
Which I don't have.
Okay, cool.
I have basic heal, and that's about it.
Good. Do you need to be in touch? Do you need to be in touch range to heal?
Yes.
I have no idea. It's just standard heal skill. I have no idea.
You can use that to stabilize people if they're bleeding to death.
Which is great. We can get them out of the room, but I don't want to be anywhere near it because he will eat. For you guys, it's an attack. For me, it's an eat halfling.
Oh, Sage, you're playing with fire. Don't do that.
Oh,
don't do that.
Dear. Dear, oh dear.
That is an unconscious Sage. Sage does not speak for the group. Pizza. Sage does not speak for the group.
That was out of character. That was out.
You hope it.
No, it's not hope. That was out of character.
that was sleep talking, was it?
I feel Pizza. You're getting your inner heel here at this point. Maybe we have a point.
This is where I wish we had Vanasha to help pull people out.
Yeah, it would help.
Not a bad idea.
But if not taking any actions, readying anything? Because if you ready an action to attack, it's going to attack, so...
Oh, ready to heal. How many heals have you got?
No, he's got the heal skill.
It's a skill, it's not a... The only magic I have is traps.
Oh! Based on what Alicara said, you could maybe try and stabilize the guard that's bleeding out.
Is that the one who's standing next to me here?
Yes.
I think so, yes.
Well, what the hell? That's all I can do. I'll see if I can stabilize him.
Okay, give me a heal check.
That ain't gonna do it.
Nope. Doesn't make it worse, but yeah, he's bleeding out quite badly at this point. Guys did a little bit of a number on him.
Weeble's just gonna...
We did a number on them. We did a number on them.
Yeah, was that the one that Onions took down? That she nearly sliced him in half?
Yeah.
In our defense,
didn't
they attack us first?
No, you snuck up behind them and started attacking them in defense of their own home.
In their defense, we broke into their home, right?
Yeah.
But listen, I mean, let's not get bogged down on who killed who here, right? Let's just deal with this problem at the moment, and we'll go from there.
In our defense, Alicara could have made an introduction for us, so all of this...
we will get to this.
Yeah, she was planning to.
Yeah. We will get to this.
Said something about it.
Yeah, I know.
You didn't even give a chance. You just burst in and started killing people. You bunch of murderers.
She didn't say a goddamn thing all that
Sorry.
Either
She didn't say a goddamn thing all that.
We're up to the spitter. And the only person that's in range is Chimpo. I'm sorry.
That makes sense. That's fine.
But your mage armor does count on this one because it's going to be trying to bite you.
It's 23 and I need a low roll, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Nope.
No, that'll not do it. Yeah, that's well over my armor class.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. That's 26 damage from the bite.
Oh! Oh!
Oh.
I'm at 1 hit point!
Did it survive? In which case,
I'm at 1 hit point!
give me a fort save.
It doesn't matter! 10!
Oh no! Right, yeah, you're poisoned as well. So that would be...
Fine.
And you lose 2 points of strength this round.
Points of strength. Fine. Fine, I can take that. That's fine. I don't mind.
But still up. Woof.
Yes.
Right, Kazeel and Beatrix are snoozing. Sorry, guys. You'll be up soon. You'll be up soon, don't worry. This won't last long.
Don't tell Alicara.
Yeah, we'll be the only ones left of the damn party.
I genuinely had 28 hit points left from the previous fight. Oh.
That would mean you have 2 hit
man.
points.
No, is it? Oh! I'm a fight!
Torin, you will see...
I have 2 hit points.
Yeah, you're still up. Just 2, but you're still up. Torin, you are going to see, striding down the corridor, is a rather...
Pissed off looking dark elf?
Yes, but very elegantly dressed female drow, who's looking incredibly angry at this point. She glares at you, but seems to pay you no heed.
That's pretty
You're
normal.
in the face! Shut up in the face!
Johann's...
Oh, you can't go much worse. Might as well.
Johann's down, Usher.
I'm going to pull Johann out.
Okay, that is a good plan.
So I'm going to move
right now.
out to here. Out to come, Johann. You're going to have to move to Johann.
Sorry, I'll move him out.
Cool, thanks.
Yeah, you will also see this very pissed off looking drow charging down the corridor towards you guys at this point. Alicara's out. Chimpo!
Yeah, I will pull Alicara straight out the door. And as soon as we're through the door, if I can, I will drop to my knees. And I will start meditating to myself and use my godless healing,
Yes.
my godless healing to give me. I am definitely below my half points.
Oh.
I get to roll 1d8 healing on that and regain 1d8 hit points.
Let Kazeel be dead, please.
Plus my total hit dice as a move action. So I've done the move, I'll do another move.
Sure.
So I'll move out and then boom. Right. So plus my total hit dice.
Which is...
what is that?
You level 4?
Yeah, level 4.
So that's plus 4.
So plus 4. Great. And I will try and just give myself a small meditation really quickly, really quickly. As I try
I don't
and
like those
heal up 8
things,
points.
Pizza. That's just scary. It's just scary.
Alright, so Chimpo heals a little bit. Torin and Weeble.
How quickly can I explain the situation of the pissed off spider to the pissed off elf lady?
As I'll pull out Alicara, says heal the healer, and I'll drop to my knees and do the same with my healing thing. Sorry, I should have said that. I am purposely saying heal the healer. She's the only one that can help us right now.
I'm breathing heavy.
You think she's going to help us?
I'm livid.
Well, she can. She seems to be the diplomat in this situation. Not that I would know, but she can heal people magically, and we need that more than anything. So
I've forgotten. That's 5 strength points of drain to Alicara as well from her bite.
So that puts me at 1.
it's 10.
Strength
You're at
wise.
6 strength.
A 10? Oh, strength.
Strength, so
Oh,
puts your strength down to 10.
okay. Put my strength down to 10?
It's a temp one, so you can just put the temp on.
Temporarily, yeah.
Okay, got it.
Temporarily when we're poisoned. But we want to heal Alicara.
I'll yell at the drow that the spider is really pissed off, and then I'll see if I can stabilize Alicara.
Forget how many of you speak Undercommon.
I'm just going to yell at her in common because it's all I can do.
Yeah, no, but if you're going to understand her response.
Do I?
I've got a funny feeling we know what the response is going to be. Doesn't matter if we understand Undercommon or not.
I mean, if
I got Dwarven, can I at least get parts of it?
No.
I mean, if I was
Elvish,
I would know.
Yeah, I know, because
I speak Elvish.
But no, she will respond. There is definite spite in her response. But you have no idea what word she uses.
I'll worry about the spite later.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if that's enough.
It's gonna be one of those days, is it?
Oh, this is gonna be great. Let's have a look. It might be. Let's have a look. We're gonna have a lot of heal checks to make after this. To try and treat people's poisons. Because you can treat poison, but it's like a standard action. And very difficult to do, so I'm hoping people have heal skills.
Yeah, it's the save DC.
Yeah, it's DC 15 to provide first aid.
I'd like to point out, I have 7 ranks in this skill, and I'm still rolling like shiz.
Fortitude is my best save, and I was not getting anything over 12, so don't worry about that, mate.
Alright.
But then again, my DC was 22, so...
Spider time!
As it comes into the corner at us.
Oh, it's definitely charging forwards. Who can it see? I think it can see Usher. I need your touch armor class.
I have a bad feeling about this. A very, very bad feeling.
It doesn't do damage, it just makes you nauseated, so...
Touch armor class is 11.
Okie dokie.
So yeah, it hits, because it's plus 15, isn't it?
No, it's range bonus less, but that's a hit.
Yeah, that's a hit.
So you need to make a fortitude save. Should be pretty good at this.
Fortitude.
But
yeah, fortitude is my best as well.
Nice, you passed that one. You'll feel the barbs like bury into your neck, but your orcish, tough nature, you just rip them out, and you feel nothing.
I throw them back at the spider.
Out of spite.
Monkability.
Spider, fuck you,
motherfucker.
Yeah.
Okay, at this point, the Lady Helave, who it is that has come charging down, will turn the door, look at the spider, just glare at it, and shout some things in a language that none of you understand. You thought Alicara was quite scary when she did her thing.
Oh, no.
This is terrifying. As is evident in the fact that the spider stops dead in its tracks. Chitters for a moment and starts to back off. Returning to its little cell in the stables.
Returning to the 3 dead bodies.
They're not dead, they're just well worn.
She reaches in, closes the door, and turns round. And in common, as we exit combat here, I'm going to make a very clear suggestion here. Not to engage in combat here.
I draw my sword! No, I'm
She
kidding.
kills you. Actually, no, she would have a much better...
We're halfway to a wipe, let's just commit.
She'd have a much better response if you did.
I'm kidding.
It's going to be like power word death or something.
Oh no, she turned around and goes, huh, so that's how you're going to do this. Kill him. And point at someone else. Like Tor.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Oh, sure, now I'm worthy of her gaze.
Oh, well, if your party's going to attack her personally.
Yeah.
Let's see how it is.
But yes, so in common, she will turn to you and goes, so you're the companions the Lady Cold spoke about?
Am I stabilized?
Yeah. No, not yet.
Ooh.
The poison
No,
is
I'm not.
eating through you right now.
No. That's fine. I just wanted to know. I'm ready to hear these responses.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Now you want to sleep? No. I'm going to slap Sage away.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid.
You know what? I'll step up. I'll step up to this point. I'll turn around and says, "Lady Cold."
If she's not.
How do you know Lady Cold?
She's a guest of my house. We found her wandering the forest alone. She said to expect you. I did not expect you to be attacking my household. Give me one good reason why I should not end you all now.
Because if you do, Lady Cold dies.
We need to help her.
She's in desperate need of helping.
Yeah, we need to help her. How about you let us do that first, and then we'll discuss what our punishment is probably going to be.
We'll worry about reparations later. Let's try and save these people.
She's going to push past Chimpo and walk up to Alicara. Putting a single hand onto Lady Alicara's shoulder, and she will whisper a small prayer.
I recognise the prayer?
Spellcraft roll from anyone that wishes to.
Do I need to have it tagged?
I'm trying to remember if spellcraft is trained only. Let me have a quick look.
It's not got the asterisk.
So no, I think anyone can roll it then.
No, that's okay. I'll have a go because I've probably been healed many a time. Nope.
I'm gonna do it for shits and giggles.
Cold.
Yeah, you're away. You're on another plane.
Yeah.
I'm still out.
Yeah.
Nope. No one will recognise it, but Alicara, you'll gain 30 hit points back, which will wake you
I'm
up.
back to full health.
Whoa!
Nice.
I'm gonna look and see Lady Helave standing above me and going,
Your friends have a lot to answer for, Lady Cold. My hospitality only goes so far.
I agree. Also, Lady Alicara has a lot to answer as well.
I'm going to look back at who fuck just said that and say, oh, really? Okay. Lady Helave, let's tie them all up, and we'll heal them little by little, and then everybody can talk and discuss.
And I'm still unconscious.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck if you're unconscious. I don't give a fuck if you're unconscious.
I'm going to look at everybody at this point and just see what
their
reactions are.
Do you want answers? Because I have answers. But you went and jumped the gun. And what happens when you jump the gun without knowing both sides of the story? And I'm going to look at Sarah Dreza's head, and I'm going to look at you.
Sorry, Lady Alicara, but when someone attacks me, I defend myself.
Do you know where she came from? Seheni Moonbow tried attacking us too, but we spoke to her. Did you ever think that for a second? That's the whole reason I left. There are 3 sides to everything. One side, the other side, and the truth. And that's all I wanted. That's why I left. You're so quick to judge on the elves and assume that one race is right without knowing the full specs of the other race. And because of that, there's so many innocent lives lost. I'm not done. Let me finish.
Okay.
So if you want answers and you want heals in this house, which, by the way, is a house of oral, I will give you your answers. But right now, you need to earn the trust back of the Lord and Lady whose house you barged into and started attacking mercilessly. You can't defend yourself in a house that you broke into. Tell me I'm wrong.
The lady says, I do apologise for this. This was out of order. I will seek to earn your trust. In the meantime, Alicara, your trust is waning. You should have told us. You should have told us before you
I didn't know any of this until I got here. Until
then
I was
can't
brought
blame
in by
us for not being able to tell us. You should have. Either way.
I wasn't ready to leave yet. I was still waiting to get explanations. Do not turn this back on me. Do not victimize yourself.
I am not victimizing myself.
Then stop. Stop. I don't care if your trust with me is waning. All I wanted to seek out was the truth, and I did just that. And now I have a better explanation of what's going on. And everything that you hear about Seheni Moonbow and how she's this great and worthy person, you don't know what's going on. You know nothing about Lolth. You know nothing about the Empress Audralena. And I was willing to give those explanations, and I still am. Because now, we're going to help them. If you want to get the crystals of light and you want to get the crystals of darkness, you need to listen to me in complete silence. Do you understand? And while I'm at it, I need to find the Postulate Falcon. He has the text that I need for this. Where's the Postulate?
I'll look at the lady and I'll say, well, I am truly sorry and apologise. Any punishment you want to do on me, you deem fit because, yep.
Where's the Postulate? Where's Falcon?
You're telling me names like I know these people.
There was an elderly Drow man here in this home, and he was a good and kind man.
Yep, he was.
He was in the temple, and we left. We left him to his prayers.
You knocked him out. Shimpo knocked him in the back of the head to knock him out, so he wouldn't come up behind you.
If he was in the temple, then I knocked him out.
Is he dead?
No, I knocked him out.
So he's still at the temple, which is at the north end of the facilities.
He is very much alive. He is just a little bit bruised.
Lady Helivate at this point will go, should have guessed that Sayanin would have been involved in this. If her deception has led you to this, then I blame her more than you, but you are still on shaky grounds. I suggest we retire up to the dining room. I will see to your friends. The ones you are cursed with the poison.
I will nod respectfully.
To the north end of the map, so you've been in there before, there is a dining room, so that is...
Yeah, that's right.
I thought a nice easy choose a room that you guys could sit around and have a nice little talk in.
Did any of you nick the silverware from that table? I think that may have happened. I think that may have been a thing. It wasn't myself.
You guys stole things from the dining table?
I certainly, yes, I certainly didn't do that. What happened?
Oh, Jesus!
It's not in my backpack.
Yes, it's definitely not in his backpack. We have a lot of. I think there's a lot of explaining on all sides here. This is a horrible misunderstanding. This is a big.
Yes.
This whole time, Tor's not saying anything. He's just trying to stabilize Johari.
Johan, because he's the one that seems most injured at this point. You can have 28 hit points back, Johan, and you will browse as she then starts going around and to try and treat them. Takes out small vials of anti-venom to remove the poison from people, starting with Alicara.
Yeah.
And then we'll go and wake up Beatrix and Kazeel as well.
If she does come over to try and help me, I'll wave it away in favour of helping the others.
Okay, well, she will just hand you one of the vials and say, drink this. It will counteract the poison of my pets.
I will bow respectfully and drink the potion if that's the case. I take it removes the strength buff.
Yes.
Right.
If that hadn't gone away, every round you would have continued to take 1d6 of strength strain until you hit 0 and then were instantly paralysed. Semi-permanent.
Nice.
Which is what the spider does to people, and then it feeds on them.
Lady Helivate, if I may, I would like to offer, this is by no means a compensation or recuperation of what's been done here, but I would like to offer proper funeral rites to those that have fallen here, of your people in this house, and offer them the sigil of Auril upon each of them.
It is appreciated, Lady Cold. Thankfully, it appears we got to most of my guards on time, but...
I look at Sarah Dreza and I look at Chimpa. And I'm just fuming.
If it's any
I
consolation, if it's any consolation, your captain was a vigorous and skilled fighter, and she did not die on her face.
She's fucking headless, and you drop that line?
Yep.
She has been a loyal retainer. I will see to the costs to make sure that she's given the chance to return to us if she wills it.
I can help with those costs if need be. In fact, I will help with those costs.
I think you've done enough. I can afford it.
Nonetheless. It's little, but I will do whatever I can. It was a horrible, horrible misunderstanding. Lack of communication within the group.
Some really bad intel from the other group.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
And I look back to Lady Helena and go, she's already trying. I have to see how many of the crystals she still retains. Do we have all the crystals that we collected?
Yes.
Wind one's still in my backpack.
Should do, yeah.
Then she still has the crystal of light.
Okay,
and the Empress of crystal of darkness.
Yeah, we should probably start with why and how we got to this point.
Let's continue this discussion in the dining room.
Yeah.
And we'll just shift everybody up into...
Because you'll... gathers up things and basically tries to hang back. And uses the acorn with message.
Okay.
Because, turns out when you're a dwarf, you don't trust Drow at all. So, if you can
makes sense.
Explain to him, he just doesn't trust it, so he's gonna send a message to Xanin.
What message are you sending?
That we have infiltrated a Drow house. Things did not go as well as we had hoped.
Wait, who is he sending this to?
Xanin.
But I was hanging back.
And he doesn't know anything that's gone on here. He busted in. It is very much in character.
That is. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know. I thought he said Sammy at first, and I went, who?
Oh, pizza! I can't see your lovely face now. Are you that angry?
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh no! That has not changed. I'm still here.
Oh no. Information about that, and that we'll see about the crystals, but for now, gotta kind of play this by ear with having been injured and all that.
You can place yourselves wherever you want to go as well, by the way. I just moved you up to the room because it makes things a little bit easier.
Okay. Medieval this.
Finding the door barred as well, Lady Helena is going to unlock the door to the kitchen, where she'll find that the kitchen staff have left via the back exit and will look quite disgruntled. There was multiple doors there, so they weren't locked in. They just couldn't get back into the dining room.
If I notice the lady is disgruntled, I'll say it was better that they were out of play as opposed to being killed.
Well, I appreciate that you didn't kill everybody on my land.
Fortunately, that was not the intentions. But you know how it is. I don't know what else to say to that.
Zeal will, of course, be the last in after doing the message stuff and hanging back.
Sure.
Yeah. If he's walking in the door, I'll quietly whisper to him, says, we may have fucked up here.
Why?
Listen in.
It's a good time for you guys to catch up a little bit in character, to fill each other in onto what's been going on.
So, how about we start from the beginning, Alicara? You want to explain why you walked off and didn't tell us anything?
Because that's fine. That's fair. And she is going to saunter over to the table by Lady Helave. I wandered off into the woods to hear, after hearing what Lady Sehanine Mubo said about obtaining the crystals as a means to exterminate a race and exterminate all elven races, it was a bit of a tough pill to swallow, especially when it comes to my people. So what I did was I walked into the woods. When I walked into the woods, I was infiltrated, encircled by drows. The one leading the cast was the Mistress Audralena. When Audralena immediately recognized that I was bearing the sigil of Auril, she said, "I didn't know that there was an honorable of Auril in the presence. Please, let us take you to the house." And she brought me here. And when she brought me here, I spoke to a postulant, which is a few ranks below Lady Cold, in the hierarchy system of the system of Auril. I spoke to him. He gave me proper explanations. And then he introduced me to her. And I put my hand out like this, to the Lord and Lady of Helave. The Drow, yes, while they look different in appearance from us, they're no different dusk elves than I am. The difference is that some have followed the ways of Lolth. But what people do not understand and realize was Lolth was created by Auril as a means to protect her people. And when used unjustly, and in the war between the Day Elves, the Sun Elves, and the Night Elves, driving them down to the Undercity, it converted them and created the Drow. And those that follow under the corruption, because that's what some Drow are, they don't follow the ways of Auril. Now, what Lady Sehanine has not told you is that not only was a monster created to champion Auril, but another monster was created by Auril, currently in possession of the Sun Elves. Guess who has control of that monster?
DM question there, Peach, when we were talking. See that temple? Did we get to come to the conclusion that that was a temple for Lolth?
Which temple?
The temple that knocked the old man out in?
No, you couldn't identify the symbols in there, but you recognised them.
Right. Okay, thank you. I couldn't remember that, but I didn't.
Yeah, no, you made someone tried to make the knowledge. You didn't have knowledge religion as it did, couldn't make the roll.
Yeah.
Shall I continue? Okay. I just want to check and make sure. So there is currently a monster that was also under Auril's creation, which is also corrupted and in possession of the Sun Elves. And the person who bears the crystal is the one that controls that monster. She was so quick to tell you how she was doing this as a means to protect her people and protect all elven races. But she herself was also looking for genocide. No one person can bear the power of all the crystals, which is why they've been separated amongst many parts of the earth. It's the same reason why we're grabbing them and collecting them. Now, Empress Audralena, she has been corrupted. The minute that the Night Elves lost any feint of the moon, that's where they became under the corruption of the Darkness Crystal. So, ultimately, we need to obtain the Darkness Crystal from the Empress Audralena and the Light Crystal of Sehanine Moonbow to bring balance back to both elven races. There will still be civil war and there will still be unrest, but the hope is that at least things would be at an even fighting field and advantage. Lady Helave, a very, very devout follower of Auril, came and told me her truest convictions, and she's doing this with the right intentions. And then some people broke into her house and killed her staff.
all of the staff.
Would you like me to give any? No.
Sorry, I love that as a response. Not all of them.
Yeah. Not all of the staff.
Well, we were
Genocide
told.
was not
Now, what were you told?
We were told to keep an eye out for missing elves. Johan and I saw an elf here, and we were told the Drows were evil. I'm not saying what we were told was right. I'm not saying what we did was right, but that was the information we had. We went on it. And I'm starting to believe this is a bigger problem than just the elves.
Yes. Ultimately, as the books state, separate from Aural's creations of monsters, the crystals cannot be born by one single person. Its power is far too strong to be consumed. They were actually the safest when they were separated amongst each and every one of them, not even bearing control by one person. That's why they were laid in different parts of the world, of this plane. That was the reason that Aural brought us here, was to bring back order and balance and restore harmony. Because it's been a waging war long before we even showed up. Now, we're all so quick to believe what Lady Sehanine Mumbo says because light and sun and I'm a sun elf and I'm so pretty and Selene this and Selene that. Did you think that there is any reason, any possible shred of doubt to just wonder, why are the Drow evil? Or in her thoughts, why are the Drow evil? Did you think that for maybe 1 second, they're just struggling to survive?
At this, Kazil will actually slam his fist on the table. You have not seen my people taken into the deep dark. You do not get to lecture me about Drow.
And the Drow that you're speaking of are the ones that are corrupted by the darkness crystal.
That's
you assume one Drow is every Drow. You assume one Drow is every Drow.
You give every Drow a chance to stab you in the back. You know, that's just idiocy.
Well,
I'm sorry that you got to live in the frozen north where everything was peachy keen.
Everything was not peachy keen. I was born and raised to live a life of nothing but spread fear and contempt in the hearts of all men. Don't go telling me my life was peachy keen, because it was never one that I wanted to do. It was one that was chosen for me. Are we clear?
And women. Not just all men. And women.
All people. I have spent my entire life spreading fear into the hearts of every person, regardless of race, religion, or creed. My life was never peachy keen, but it was my obligation and it was my duty. And I have served Aural well. And I understand your happenstance and hesitation on the Drow. But again, I reiterate, they are corrupted. They were once my people. And before that they were taken into this corruption, they were good people. That's what Lady Helave and the Lord are fighting for.
Well, on that note, I would just like to point out that no, I didn't think the Drow were evil. I just think, as yourself, anyone can be corrupted. Power corrupts. Yeah. I was only doing what I was tasked to do. We seen an elf up there. We were to look out for an elf. We figured that they were holding this elf prisoner. There was not an intention to break in and start killing people. Had we done that, we would have killed everybody. Or killed more people. The fact is, we were going in to check this out.
Out of curiosity, did you think to even speak to the elf that was being held captive?
Yes, we did actually.
Yeah, they wanted to.
We even knocked on the door. We even knocked on the door to do it.
Again.
We would have this story corroborated, but you guards at the door, well, you seen what happened. But there was a lot of miscommunication, and it's clearly the case.
And I'm sorry.
I can apologise for that, but
I can apologise. And I can apologize.
We were only acting on that. Sorry.
And I can apologize for leaving, but I wanted to seek answers, and I wanted to seek truth and understanding. Because everything that Sehanine said was too good to be true. And if something's too good to be true, more often than not, it's
wrong. Yeah. Yeah, I know, I get that.
So now, we're at a standstill. Lady Sahanine Moonbow, we're basically back at square one. Lady Sahanine Moonbow has the light crystal. The Empress Audralena, which the Heleve's house is one of the houses of Lalth, but, as you understand, Lady Heleve has seen the bigger picture. And now it's the goal.
Yeah, Lady Heleve, what do you think about all this?
She has been sitting, steepling her fingers through this whole conversation, definitely seeing a lot of passion and looking back and forth to see everyone's reactions as you speak. She goes, I am not of a disposition to mistrust you, as you are companions of the Lady Cold, who comes as a message from our Frost Maiden. However, I do not recognize all of your kin, and there seems to be some preconceived ideas amongst you that trouble me. However,
Lawrence will do that to you.
It's like she'll like kind of mouth it, like dwarf, like feels weird on her tongue. Does not seem to know this word.
It's good to know.
Dwarf. But whatever the Drow have done to offend you, Master Dwarf, I can assure you it will not have been the people of this island. We have been imprisoned for generations. The only thing in our mind has been survival, yet there are those now of my people who you refer to as Drow, who seek now revenge, blinded by darkness. I wish to save them as much as I do my own people, the ones who still follow the true goddess. And if this path merges with yours, then I am willing to give my support. However, should anyone turn against me again, I am not so naive as to trust twice.
But again, I'm questioning this whole thing. These crystals were separated for a reason, so they weren't together, and we're sitting here collecting them. I'm just wondering if it was not the fact that we could, is it wondering whether we should. We are causing so much. We are causing so much.
I had the same
already,
as well.
We've already leveled a city where we've let Titans through. We are literally destroying this world as we go.
The reason... Oh,
sorry. No, just like Tor was trying to speak, so I thought just like let him say something.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
Corner's sitting in the corner with Weevil in his lap, and he doesn't even look up. The hell does all of this have to do with Tyel?
I'm wondering exactly the same thing. What has to do with Tyel? We came here for one reason, is to help Tyel. How did we get mixed up with this? What's going on? What's the bigger picture? I feel like we're pawns.
Yeah, I'm questioning this exactly.
If these crystals were scattered to the six winds, why do we need them to free her? Why is she kept in a crystal cage because of these damn things?
I had the same questions when this was being explained to me, and the scripts and the texts that were shown to me in the books were also said.
Does the lady react to the name at all?
No, she seems confused.
Worth a shot.
No.
I was smart. I like that. Good.
I asked these same questions initially too. When me and the Lord and Lady sat down upstairs, I asked the same, and now I'm also of the belief that we were being pawned to collect these crystals for another purpose, which means someone earlier in our adventures is the problem and was using that as a crutch.
So are we even wondering if Tyel is even real? Or are they pulling that from my memory to try and get us to gather these crystals?
I don't know.
The other thing as well. I mean, these crystals are powerful either way. We're bringing these crystals together.
Well, the reason
this is a power.
The reason the Titans are being unleashed is because we're taking them. The more that we take them out of their distinct location, everything runs amok. It's not a coincidence. We're going to do the same when we take the darkness and the light crystal. But in the same token, light can't have dark and dark can't have light.
Yeah, this is where Heliface goes. This is how we were able to escape when the Crystal of Light was removed from its home. Loth gained the power to free our people.
We need... This. I'm going to try and... Oh, there's no other way of saying this. This is... We're clearly messing with history here. Are we doing the right thing? I mean, was the world really that... I mean, okay, there has always been good and evil, but was the world really that bad back?
What was the name of that wizard?
What, Lurkon?
Yeah, the one we left to keep an eye on things. What the hell was his name?
Yeah, Lurkon.
Yeah, Lurkon.
Can we mention him and see if she reacts to that name?
She did, because it was her that mentioned it.
No, she
sorry.
No, Heliface never mentioned Lurkon. I was me as the GM.
Oh, you mean... Yeah. Right, yeah.
Can we ask her if she's ever heard of him?
You can ask, and it's like, she won't recognise the name. I was like, is he another one of your companions we should be keeping an eye out for?
Should be back in the crystal chamber.
Much like this is an uneasy alliance.
Is it possible that we're doing his grunt work?
No, because...
He has knowledge to give to us, but in the same token, we're doing the grunt work for him. In short, we're kind of being his bitches, is my assumption. Again, I don't know what's fact and I don't know what's fiction. But from what I'm seeing in the grand landscape of things, Lurkon only gives us bits of information as we go along, things that would be beneficial to us to help him. Believe me, I asked about Lurkon and I asked about Tyel. I'm sorry, no, I didn't ask about Lurkon. I asked about Tyel, though.
Someone is manipulating us.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it's just Lady Namumbo or whatever her name was. I'm not sure if it's this lady. But someone is manipulating us. Someone is manipulating my feelings. And I don't like it. And I want to find out why.
That makes...
That's understandable.
Lady Heliface also goes, if you believe this quest of yours is not of divine nature, perhaps you are here for other reasons, but you are not the only ones that would wish to gain the power of these crystals. Now she is free, the Empress does desire more power, and will make it her life goal to achieve this.
GM, what time of the day is this?
This is approximately 1 a.m.
And although you're right to not give us but we need to sleep. Oh, sorry, Heather.
Oh no, I was under the impression we needed the crystals to get Lyndall. Yeah, sorry. She knows how to pronounce it. It's tripping up my tongue. To get Lyndall Lorendo back. And its peoples.
Yeah, that's Usher's primary motivation, because she wants her home back.
Oh yeah, the start when we froze the town.
Because that's got frozen as well. And your Tyel, of course.
From just to go back to that first session, Tone will remember that the crystal that Tyel was trapped in is the dream crystal that he remembered seeing from his visions of the past. So there was at least that.
It's been a while.
That's why I thought I'd remind you a little bit.
Yeah.
How did we get here? Because we went to that mountain town, and then Oral kicked off, went through the cave, and then we just ended up back in time. Is that? I'm trying to remember. It's been a very long time.
That's the cliff notes, but Tyel is the one that sent you back in time, using what little power and control she could have from outside the crystal.
Is that Tyel?
We found her in the cave. She sent us back in time.
Yeah, she was in the temple to... it's a Saluni's temple. Which I think, Alicara, you think you were told that was like a control crystal?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where is it?
All the others are manifestations of rebirth for each of the elementals. The dream crystal was designed as like a control over all of them. They're like a safeguard, but it requires power.
The way it was explained to me by Velkin was a diagram of the 6 elements, and each of them were kind of linked in a series of runes and ceremonial symbols. Lolth wasn't the only one that was blessed by Oral. There was another, a winged beast engorged by the power of light. Together, they were created to serve as tools of Oral, but they hold a weakness that was created by Selene. So Selene sealed the power of these creatures within the crystals, bringing the creatures under the control of those who bear the crystals. And inside the crystal is where the true power of the elementals are. The crystal of light was supposed to maintain dormant during the cycle of Lolth's rebirth, but it was taken from the walls of the city, and that's how Lolth was reborn, and Audralena was able to tame its power and corrupt the night elves at the time into the Drow, and that's how she gained the title of the Empress. That's what their studies dictate in their books and scriptures. The crystal isn't corrupt, but when it's controlled for dark deeds, there's no limit to the destruction they can do. So essentially, its actual power is pure. It's more so the controller or the bearer. What their intent is what will manifest and go out. That's my understanding of it. That's why none of these crystals were meant to fall into the hands of the unfaithful or anyone. And now, Oral's bringing us back, I believe, as a means of punishment. To try to turn the wrong things right. That's why I think Oral, and I'm sorry about this, Usha, froze our town because she saw that the shit was going down and wanted us to turn the wrong things right. But once we got into our journey and went into our separate paths, then we were brought up about Tyel. And I think someone's manipulating us by using Tyel as the variable to collect all these crystals with a different purpose. This is what I've gathered so far. I think Oral was trying to get things back on the right path, and someone came and threw a wrench in the works. And that's why I've been wanting to speak more and understand what Lady and the Lord Helave have to say, so I can understand what Empress Audralena is doing and try to figure out a way to get into the Citadel, take the Darkness Crystal. Also thinking about what way can we take the Crystal of Light from Sehenin Mumbo, and then when we can train as many of the crystals as we can, try to find some way to put it away from everybody. That's kind of been now where my mind track has been going.
Assuming she is telling you the truth.
Yeah.
Because at this point, we've been lied to by everybody.
Yeah, everybody has lied to us.
Anyone at this point.
I really do apologise, but I've had a little family thing come up now, and I need to shoot. So I will love these immediately now. I apologise. I will back up with this as well. I did message Pizza now there just to say, but I didn't want to interrupt Pizza mid explanation. I loved it.
Yep.
So I apologise.
Thanks for being here, then. It's been good, and you can catch up on
the.
I'll upload the video so you can see what else happens in this discussion before next time.
Or I could watch the replay on Twitch on Peach's channel right here, right now. You people who are watching, Twitch.tv. Every chance. Yeah. I will catch you later.
Thanks very much.
See you later.
See ya.
See ya.
Later.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Alright. So, where were we?
Of course, Sage, you could always do a impressionist fill-in.
No, I couldn't manage that.
Put on your best Scottish accent.
Simba. Give me your best accent. So that's where my head's been at. And the reason why I don't think Oral is part of this, and I think Oral is a tool in this, is of the belief that there's one thing Oral hates. It's for another god to overpower Oral. And I think what we're dealing with is another god, or someone trying to be another god, trying to take the place of Oral. That's why I think she brought us here. To answer your question, Tor, I understand your reservations. She did freeze a town, yes. She did kind of throw us, but in the same token, she also saved us. I don't think she's a manipulator. I clearly am not of the belief that she's a manipulator. So I know anything that that I'm saying to you, you're gonna take with a grain of salt. But I don't believe Oral is doing this using us as as her grunt work or as an instrument of evil. That is my 2 cents.
I'm not saying
She froze my town so that I would try and save them to do her grunt work.
I'm not saying she's using us as an instrument of evil, but I am saying she is definitely using us.
Mm-hmm. She's trying to set the wrong things right? Yes. I do think she's...
From her point of view.
Because, honestly, Oral would not have spared your lives, or even my own, if she didn't have a purpose with us. That is the reason why she brought us here. I think that is the reason why she had us meet the Lord and Lady Helave. Do I think she's the one kind of deterring us off track or trying to use the crystal of Tyel? No. I have my theories as to who I do think it might be, but I don't know how much truth there is to it.
Tora just puts his hands in his head. This is why I stay in the woods away from gods.
Do I think Selene is involved? Yes. Selene is the goddess of the moon. And if memory serves me right, was she the goddess of dreams also?
I'm trying to remember. I think it's Sayanine that did that.
Oh, Sayanine does it. So, Selene, Sayanine, one or the other. That is where I have my belief on. But I did learn something else too. Wait, where is it in my notes? Oh shit. There was a way of... We read it in the text too. Hold on.
You can actually have the texts that you need for this, because when you went through to the temple, you're able to find Falcon. He was very much alive, but unconscious.
I can't believe it. That man was so nice to me. He's a good old man. I love him.
He's been helped to his chair, but he's like, I need some rest. But you can borrow his texts to show to people if you want to bring them through.
And there was some, and I did ask Lady Helave too when I spoke to her. There is something about the crystals, about controlling them. It's not about controlling them, but it's a way of tempering the balances between them, and it involves opposites to opposites. Where the hell was that? Oh, and I'll start looking through the text while I'm also realistically looking through the text.
We did go through quite a lot.
Yeah.
Last few weeks.
This was weeks.
So, let me get it straight. Do we need to collect the crystals to kind of combine them to have like an equilibrium sort of thing happening? Like fire, water, earth, air, light, darkness to set back the imbalance, or do we have to put them back where we kept found them?
That's what I'm also trying to figure out. I'm of the belief that whoever was trying to take them was to take them all and ultimately manifest its power. That would all 6 crystals cannot be contained within one person. It physically cannot be done, as I understand it through the text.
Well, it would give you the power of a god, because that's Aurel's power. She created them as weapons originally, but Selûne seals each of the different elements inside the crystals to stop Aurel controlling all of them. So that's what people are trying to do, and I think the rest of the party were told this one from Seanine Moonbow, is that she would like all of those crystals because it would give her the power of a god, which she could use to protect her people.
Exactly. And to diminish the Drow and the Night Elves. And there was something else. Shit. I'm trying to find the thing about the crystals, too. There was something else you told me about the crystals. I gotta go back into this. Hold on.
But yeah, that's the thing. If the Drow are corrupted, how can you actually tell the difference between a Night Elf and a Drow at that point?
It's all in the eyes.
What, they have different color eyes or something?
Yes. Through the corruption of the darkness, they all have red eyes. Those who have regular colored eyes are still Dusk Elves.
Well, let's hope we never run into Drow in sunglasses.
Yeah.
Or contact. Oh no,
I call it contact lenses. Woohoo!
This world suddenly got very advanced.
Oh no, that's my 5th ed game. That's fine.
So, any chance, I don't know, Aurel could give us a sign as to whether she wants us to collect or disperse the crystals?
I was trying to do that. I found out that there's very few bathrooms in this house with natural lighting. The lady can attest to this. I wanted to summon Aurel for more understanding and guidance, and then I learned what level I was in this game. So believe me when I say we did our best to try this.
Yes. Alicara did try and get in contact, but there is a unnatural darkness which clouds everyone's connection to Aurel in this place.
This is supposed to be a Night Elf town? Because the Sun Elves say it's theirs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's what they've been waging war on this entire time. That's what the Civil War is about.
Yeah, the Lady Helvegay goes, this citadel was built by my people. When subjugated, the Day Elves forced us underground and claimed it as their own. But after generations, we have finally taken it back. And now they plague us, terrorizing in their small cells.
Oh my god, who captured that screenshot of my arms folded? I just saw that.
I think that
was Becca.
Becca, yeah.
Nice done, Becca. Might use that as the thumbnail for the video.
And Arya's in the background. That's even better. Sleeping on a jacket.
You're going to become the new meme. You're the new McKenna. Disapproving Allie.
So, this is where I wanted to gather more information. And this is why I asked Lady Helvegay if her people saw you, specifically a supposed attractive man in roguish robes. Please don't kill him. Spare him. Please, I want them to be here, as they are companions of mine. and they are companions of Oral. And I was also very forward with her in telling her that we had already previously met with Sahini Mugo and what she had said to us. That is full transparency, everything that I have spoken to her about. So she knows.
Kazeel will say in Sylvan, "See, I knew you liked him."
I didn't say I liked him. I'm just saying that's the description that people are going to give from him. I just said to spare him. Actually, did I even... No, I think I might say he might not have been spared. Wait. I might have said he could die. Hold on.
Oh. You can kill him. That's fine.
But I did explain that you guys were to be spared because there's a purpose for you guys just as much as there's a purpose for me being here. And if Oral kept you guys alive, clearly you're also a message of Oral just as much as I am.
Which is why Lady Helave sent her guards out to come and find you on horseback.
Oh dear.
So that's why you met the other night elves.
In the future, can we work out a sign that if we know someone mutually, we can
That's
just
actually not a bad idea. Like, we just say pineapple, we'll do a
some
hand
kind of
gesture.
high sign or something.
Yeah, because when that doesn't happen...
Magical gang signs. Yeah.
Something. Some kind of token we can show each other.
Seriously, like, I'll give you the finger, and then it's like, that's how you know, oh, no, it's okay. There's a call sign. It's the finger. Yeah, maybe we should do that now.
But not specifically that.
No, let's do it this one, or like this one.
Yeah,
like,
whatever.
back and back. And that way, you guys know, oh, it's safe.
I can tell you I'm half tempted to get a webcam to do that now. Just because, yeah.
I really am going to have to find a way to stream webcams for this. I've seen other roleplay channels do it. We've got to have to get it eventually.
Oh, jeez.
Just to watch Onion punch herself, yeah.
It's like, are you a threat?
Oh.
There it is.
Oh dear. If only you guys could see this.
We made a new call sign. So, well, let's establish now, while we are all here, present, alive, and fully healed, that the call sign, when we are separated at any point, is this. And we tell them, in our native tongue, listen, they may see you as hostile. Make sure to do this to them. They will know exactly who it is.
Yeah, until we ran into some angry person who goes, listen.
Oh, yeah, clearly we should trust this man now.
He stuck a finger up at us.
Like, bam, bam. Or we could do the, do this.
Or the friend's elbow bang.
Ah, jeez.
That two fist thing from Friends,
Exactly. Oh, it's a great episode. You have to watch it. It's a good one.
Well, now that we're off of that tangent,
that actually felt really good. Just to swear a lot.
Yeah.
Just very cathartic.
So, I mean, that's where we're at right now, is we were having this discussion, and then we heard noises.
Yes.
And so I gave up on my summoning ritual to Oral, came to see what was the matter, and then there's two people down.
Half the party dead, yeah.
And a big-ass spider. And then I tried explaining to the spider, hey, I actually know the Lord and Lady Helave, and the spider didn't give a shit because the spider spelled blood. And then, boop, down I went. And now we're here.
Next time if you're expecting us, wait at the damn door.
Well, the thing was the entire place is patrolled out of protection because this is one of the houses of Lolth. There's many other houses.
You knew that she told us that they were evil. So of course we're going to be sneaking around from these people.
Yeah.
I would have hoped you would have talked to them, though. We always talk to people.
We don't speak undercommon.
Knocked on the door.
Actually, I do speak undercommon.
Where the f were you?
I was unconscious.
Not when you knocked on the door.
When you guys were held captive, you didn't think to speak Undercommon to the Drow?
They were never held captive.
Or at least when they saw the Drow, they didn't think to try to speak to them. When I saw the
He was
Drow,
nowhere near us when that started.
when I saw the Drow, now granted, communication was broken between Sarah Draze and I, and thankfully the sigil of Oral helped. But I tried speaking to her in Elvish. I at least tried. I put my hands up. It was going to be a losing battle because
I didn't have much choice because people already attacked before I would have had a chance to.
Fucking Chimpo and Johan. Fucking Johan.
Actually, Johan was one of the first ones to go in.
Every fucking time. And then I go to Lady Helibay. This is why I told you we didn't necessarily need to spare him. It would have been okay. We could have taken one down.
In what language?
He's right here.
He is right here.
Yeah.
I don't care. And I'll be like, remember that one that I was telling you about with the roguish charms? That one.
You see what I have to put up with?
Just raise an eyebrow.
I do speak Elven.
I will say that right now I am on the side of trusting neither side and basically just going independent, because why choose an evil at all at that point? Or a potential evil.
At this point, I just want to learn more about what's going on. I'm really sick and tired of just stumbling around, not knowing what side we are on.
To be honest, right now I think we're the most neutral because now we have both sides of the story. That's just my 2 cents. That's out of character, though.
We've got two sides of what is essentially a 6-sided story.
Yes.
If we're talking about each of the crystals, and I believe there are 6, are there not?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We have 2 sides of a 6-sided
there
story.
Are 7. there are 7 sides.
There's 7.
Oh no!
There might just
I mean, it's a bit late to get the information on the wind crystal, which is currently chilling in my bag.
Yeah. What's the water crystal?
I suppose what we really need to decide is if we're actually going to gather the crystals into the same place, or if we're going to put them somewhere else, not where they were, where everyone knows to find them, so that they are safe and not together.
Also, I've only got 6 noted down. What's the 7th crystal? Is that the dream one?
That's the Dreamstone, yeah. The one that
That's the
controls
Dreamstone
Cool.
that Tyel's control. Now, I was of that opinion too. I asked about that. I think I did at least. Is there some place that we are supposed to take these crystals so they are not touched by anyone? And I don't believe we actually had any text or studies that gave us information on that.
No.
No, the whole plan was to gather all 6 of them and take them back to Tyel.
Yeah, take them back to the
That was
Temple
the
of
plan.
Saluni.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Something
but
like
they
that's a good
I was
idea.
wondering if there was another location that we could take them away from Tyel.
Sage brings up an interesting point. Who does have the water crystal?
I think it might have been Shimpo.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Shimpo has, I think, the water crystal. You have which one?
Wind.
I have the wind.
The wind. Who has the earth crystal?
No one.
I haven't got it
Oh,
yet.
no, that one hasn't been picked up yet.
Haven't got
That's
it
right.
yet.
We don't
only
have
got
earth, we don't have fire.
We don't have
Dark.
earth.
I'm
or
not
fire.
looking forward to the fire one.
That means we can't form a band.
Listen, our dreams of being Captain Planet are just diminishing with every waking moment.
There is no heart
Hard
crystal.
at that point. It's not out.
Johan's the only one.
Hmm?
Johan's the only one who's been described as hot, so dibs on carrying the fire crystal.
Go for it.
Because
Go for it.
Johari, hot like fire.
Yes. Yes.
And I go to Lady Hellebeck, if you do want to kill him at any point, I will never stop you. You just let it go. You do what feels natural.
If that is your wish, Lady Cold.
She seems to be deferring a
Well,
lot.
Oh,
The other thing I want to say is thank you for sharing a lot of this information with me, because
I have to keep him alive.
was walking around doing things. I just aimlessly just felt like I didn't really know what I was doing or why I was here, and that's a bit of a wake-up call. So yeah, thanks.
Who are you thinking?
The lady thing.
I thought it was you.
I don't know. Maybe this cold-hearted person standing near me.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
My polar opposite, I'm almost tempted to call you.
With looks could kill.
She's as cold as ice. She's willing
This moderately attractive, evil-looking creature.
Are you
like
thinking
the
me?
wild hair?
Do you mean Weeble?
Flowing hair thingy? Okay.
I think I still have poison inflicted in me. I'm nauseous. Give me a second.
Like I said,
So I guess the
never
question
left
then
the
becomes
orphanage,
now what?
just surrounded by children.
I would show you a really cool trick, Lady Heleve, but I just don't feel like casting water on him right now. It's not even worth it. It's not. But I can totally show it to you to try on Lord Heleve. It's so much fun.
I guess the question is now, where do we go from here?
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll say this much. I don't like the Empress having the Crystal of Darkness. I also don't like Sehenin Mubo having the Crystal of Light. That is my current stance at this moment. I don't like either of them having of these crystals. I don't know who I want to have these crystals, but I definitely don't want them to have these crystals. That is the only absolute statement that I can make as of right now. And chances are, when we come across both the Earth and the Fire Crystal, I'm not gonna, or not the Earth, the Fire Crystal, or just the Fire Crystal. I'm not gonna like who has it either. So I would like to take them. I don't want them. I don't think we should have them, but I don't know where to put them. And that's kind of where I'm at what do we do? What do we do?
But first,
I just know that we don't want either of them to have. That's all.
But first, even thinking about putting them somewhere, we need to get them. And I'm pretty sure both of them are heavily guarded. And we don't have enough information, nor the manpower, to go storming in and getting them. I'm pretty sure we were lucky just to get these two. So,
as you recall, we got the ring crystal for the sake of basically destroying a town.
I don't think Sehenin Mubo is going to willingly give us the light crystal. As for the Crystal of Darkness, Lady Heleve is not the hugest fan of the Empress, so I don't think she would be terribly upset if we stormed the Citadel to grab that one. But I still need more information as to how to enter the Citadel.
Well, as champions of Orel, as you already know, my resources are at your command, Lady Cold.
I remember say something about trying to decide if she was going to use, absorb the power of that crystal. But then when we were talking to her, we were suggesting that it would be needed elsewhere. There was something that she said that I was just trying to remember.
Who, Sehenin?
Was that Sehenin, remember?
No, she's the only one you've spoken to about the crystals.
Hmm.
And you're trying to recall what she said?
Yeah. I'm trying to figure out if I think there is a way we might persuade her to relinquish the crystal.
I mean, if you have a really good sleight of hand. But, we kind of have the advantage. She doesn't know that we're here talking to the Lord and Lady Heleve about the Darkness Crystal, so we have that. So she is still, I'm assuming, under the impression that we are trying to gather more intel and information on the House of Helave, or on this house as a means to try to get into the Citadel to take the Darkness Crystal to, quote-unquote, give it to Sehanine. That's what she thinks we're doing right now, correct?
She has no idea that you're doing anything else, because no one has revealed that plan to her.
Okay, so we have a little bit of an upper hand.
So what's come back to my mind was, I thought she said if she was to relinquish the crystal, she would do that if we were able to provide a safeguard for her and her people, so that the civil war would be stopped or something.
Yeah, she wanted to guarantee the safety of her people.
That's was right. Yeah.
If you could guarantee it, like, completely, then she would willingly hand it over. But you would have to be able to prove that her people were safe before she did so.
Yeah.
But then she asked you, said if you would be willing to help her gather them and use its power to help her out. So it was a request. It wasn't you have to do this and give them to me. She says, if you would be willing, I would take the power upon myself to save my people.
Yeah, that's right. That's what happened.
She was very diplomatic. Good politician.
Yeah.
So if we give her a valid enough reason, she will relinquish the light crystal.
So we might have a chance if we have the dark crystal, because that would mean one of her reasons for desiring power has been taken away from her enemy.
Exactly. And then, in her mind, theoretically, Lolth would be sealed somewhat, or would be
controlled.
Kind of controlled, yes. So we could technically do that.
If she will be persuaded, of course.
Yeah.
Well, that's also the thing that makes this tricky, is because she exists as a goddess in the time that we are from, but the Drow still exist. It's a little bit hard to think that everything's exterminated at this point.
The Drow, let me be clear so there's a better understanding. The Drow will exist with or without the Crystal of Darkness. It's just that the Drow would not be evil with the corruption of the Darkness Crystal. The Drow would remain the Drow to their own means and follow their own deity. Just because they currently have the corrupted Darkness Crystal is why they're doing the acts that they're doing. After the crystal is taken from them, the Drow will still remain because they're separated from the light of the moon. That is why they've turned that way. They would live their own society and live their own life amongst themselves in the Undercity. I would imagine, in the same breath, Sehanine Moonbow, regardless of whether she had the Crystal of Light or not, would do something of some sort to still maintain God status. It's just that in this present time, in this plane, she has a closer, faster chance of receiving deity status with the Lightness Crystal. She would still, if I'm understanding it correctly, would still become a goddess with or without the Lightness Crystal. But if they were to control or harness either of these crystals and actually do damage, that's when there's going to be a rewrite and change in history. If I'm understanding this correctly. If she was to do what she says she would do, ultimately Sehanine Moonbow would diminish all of the Dusk Elves and any fragments that had Dusk Elf in them, which means if you were, say, a half-elf that was part Dusk Elf, part human, you would not cease to exist. But I think she would still go about achieving her deity status without that. It would just happen in a different way. I think of the crystals as not a choose your adventure or an ad libs. What am I trying to think? They're kind of like forks in the road. Like, I think we're assuming that they're all like caltrops, where they're like going to cause a major rewrite in history. And to some degree, they are going to change the course of history, but I think it would be more damaging or disparaging if it happened under the hands of somebody under that control. If any one being or any one, vessel had and contained all those crystals, then all of history would be rewritten. But I don't think it would happen if it was taken little by little by little by little by little. And sure shit, we're not going to become gods, so that's out of the question. Maybe we will, but...
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah.
Maybe you won't, but I mean, Usher, you never know.
There you go, new plan. Yeah. Get all the crystals and turn Usher into a god. Or Weeble.
I vote for Weeble the god Weeble.
I don't know. He might become a god of murder.
He'd be the best god. Are you kidding me?
But to chip in a little bit, Lady Helivay will respond to one of the things she said then. She goes, if possible, I would request that whatever path you do choose, my lady, that my people are not banished back to the Undercommon. Underdark. We are people of the night, not of the earth.
I understand that.
If we could return to the moon, I am sure our faith would restore us. But whatever she wills, we will follow.
Yeah, that's the problem with this situation. It's a lot of ifs. Just a whole, flow chart. If this, then X.
It wouldn't be very interesting if it was just A, B, C, D, would it?
No.
It wouldn't be interesting. Be a hell of a lot easier.
Nothing's ever made to be easy.
Easy's boring.
That's not why we're here.
Exactly.
And if I would be frank, I would like to give those that are currently in the Underdark the opportunity to see the moon as I've seen it. But that's a personal goal for me. That's not something that I'm going to ask you guys to do when you have a much bigger task at hand, but I would like to try to help them be able to return to their status as Dusk Elves and not Drow.
Well, I'll be happy to help them get back to their homeland.
Yeah,
especially. You want to say?
I just don't know how we could accomplish both with the Dusk Elves and the.
I think taking the crystal and bringing them out of the dark and into the night is an option. If we have enough forces, maybe we can just barge in, take the crystal, and try to lure them out and see if that does anything. I don't know. I would have to talk to the Postulate about this and see what's the process between breaking a corruption of a Drow, bringing them back to Dusk Elf. I don't know. But, I mean, I thought about it. I thought about just grabbing the crystal, making a mad dash, kind of kiting them out, and seeing if the moon would help while we take down Empress Audralena. Because Audralena, let's be clear here, the Drow, not the friendliest people right now, slightly hostile, but the big core problem is Audralena, who's currently controlling Lolth. If we at least gave Lolth and the corrupted Drow back to the Night Elves, I think that would restore some semblance there. And then we have the Darkness Crystal, and then show that to possibly Sehanine Moonbow. Maybe she'll give her Light Crystal. I don't know. I'm just talking out loud. Mm-hmm. It's a really big thing to ask about.
I don't remember if I rolled Knowledge Religion on Lolth before.
I think people did.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone did when she was brought up before.
Yeah, I just can't remember.
Yeah, it's when you were questioning about like the webbing motifs and knowing that spiders are related to the Drow. You made the religion roll there, and it wasn't a great roll from people.
Oh.
I think I might have been out at that point.
Oh, then you missed it.
Alright. Can I roll it now?
This wasn't this session, this was sessions ago.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. I'll let that... Yeah. Sorry.
That's fair. But it's just like saying, I think you did. Because I think everyone that had knowledge religion made the roll, and the results weren't great. But was enough to at least attribute Drow with spiders.
Okay.
Yeah, so what is...
So what I'm hearing is if we go against the Empress, get the Dark Crystal, give it to Lady what's her name?
No, we take the Darkness Crystal. We just get the Drow and Lulf out of here to find a way to break the corruption of the Drow.
Right. But follow my thinking here. We've got the Darkness Crystal, Sahi Moonba has a Light Crystal. The two of them, we negotiate with those two crystals, negotiate a peace between those two camps. They'll both relinquish the crystals. I'm not saying we can put to stop the Drow, but without the corrupted crystal near them, maybe they'll
return back to the
long enough for us to finish this.
But that also has a chance of corrupting the lady at that point too.
I didn't say we could let her hold on to it.
No. We wouldn't give the crystal. Okay, I'm saying this out of character, by the way. We wouldn't give the darkness crystal to Lady Helave. Yeah. We wouldn't give the lightness crystal to Sahini Mubo. We take those crystals, and they have to find a means to find balance amongst the two of them. Yeah, put them both on an even plane.
We get control of the dark crystal. We use that with Simeon Moonbow. We say, look, we've got with this crystal, you've got the other crystal. Give it to us. Let's negotiate a peace. You guys can be fine together. We'll take these, get the fuck out of here, so you guys don't have to worry about them anymore.
That would be the most diplomatic way of going about it. I'm sure there's going to be snags along the road, but that's...
The stab one is trying to get the damn crystal.
Lady Helave is one of the House of Lulf.
Right, we still have to get into the Empress, who you were saying the Empress has the crystal.
The Empress has the crystal, but I'm sure if we ask Lady Helave and she's telling us that she has resources available at our disposal, she can find a way to help us get in there. And then from there, we figure out a way to, one, take down Empress Audralena, and two, get the crystal.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying is we take down the Empress, so now we've got this dark crystal. We go to Sahimum and say, look, these Dusk Elves aren't going to be a problem anymore.
And as a point, Lady Helave has shown zero interest in having any of these crystals. She's seen it corrupt her people and doesn't want anything to do with it.
Right, but if we show Sehe Mumbo that we have the Dark Crystal, then she doesn't have to worry about it anymore. Mm-hmm. And then we can negotiate a peace between the two of them. She'll give us the Light Crystal, and now we have those two, and we can just fuck off. Am I making what I'm trying to say at all clear?
No, I think what you're saying is entirely clear. Yes.
Okay, I wasn't sure.
The only person that needs to actually be taken down is Empress Audralena.
That seems to be our next course of action. No matter
target number one. Exactly. The only person that needs to be actually the only casualty that needs to be here, and this is the goal to ultimately make just one casualty, would be the Empress Audralena. Everyone else, we would do our best to spare.
Both sides here have indicated that she is a cause of problems here. The Day Elves, so with Sayanin point out, say she's the one that's trying to hunt down the remainder of the Day Elves. Lady Helave said she's the one that's leading the corruption and tainting people and moving them away from Oral. So both sides have said that the Empress is a problem.
So we could technically go back to Sehanin and see if she has any resources available to help us with. I don't know if the two will come to a truce on this between the House of Helave and the Sun Elves. We could ask them if they both give us the resources we need, we take care of the job, and then they've got to work their shit out, or you wait till afterwards, we get the crystal, and then we start the negotiations for them to find peace.
I think we would be better negotiating from a place of power.
Okay. I'm in complete agreement.
The work's done. All we have to do is just do the peace. We've won the war, now we need to win the peace.
That's fine. That's fine, too.
So step 1, we need to kill the Empress.
This bitch.
Step 1, collect underwear. Step 2, step 3, profit.
I don't know about that one.
All you need is tomorrow's underwear. Everything else will fall into place.
I think I know what you're referencing.
It's South Park, don't worry about it.
Alright.
I remember...
What's summon? Yeah.
Common Rider.
Yeah.
The Common Rider.
The series called O's main character, all he owns is a spare pair of underwear.
I was referring to the underpants gnome in South Park.
But yes, that too.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about that one. I thought of the Common Rider. That's something I suppose.
Hey! Thank you for the resubscription, Wheels.
Okay. Hi. I'm sorry about that.
Right. Okay, welcome back.
So, what if we were to divide this up into portions? Oh shit, it's Johan. Fuck me. I forgot he's here. Anyway, okay.
Are you in your place?
So here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out. Kazeel, Beatrix, and myself will reach out to Falcon and the temple, find out what we can about the crystal and removing it from the Empress. If there is some type of spell magic or spellbinding magic on it, that way we can try to obtain the crystal and take it. And in some process, try to not injure Lolth in the process. From there, I think if, let me see here. Usha and Johan would want to try to figure out what resources would be available in terms of combat for us. We speak to Lady Helave and see what we have available at our disposal and see what we can do to try to make some type of battle plan. Then from there, I think Chimpo and Torin, what I think would be best for you guys to do is get acquainted with those scary spiders that you're afraid of and see if there is a way we can work with them to try to develop tactics of having them as our allies and get a better understanding and grip on them and see if there's any way that we can kind of sneak in with the spiders, get what we need, and get out. That way we all have a plan. We all come together and we say, okay, this is what we know about the crystal. This is what we know about about the combat resources. This is what we know about the spiders. This is what we should do. And then come back here, make a battle plan, get that shit, and get out.
So what you're saying is we need a montage.
Yes.
Everybody needs a montage.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, if we divide the responsibilities and everybody come back, because we know that Torin's good with animal handling and Johan is an animal, so by default that should work well with them getting to know the spiders, finding ways to temper them, and use them as our allies in this process. Oh no, I was going to put Johan on battle combat. I'm going to switch you to animals because you're an animal. I think I agree with that.
It also depends on the level. It also depends on the level of sentience of these spider mounts. If these are just spiders, then all we really have to do is ride them.
Okay, so then we get to...
I tend to actually agree with you there, because...
But do we communicate with them and give them commands? That way they know that, hey, we do this, maybe we can find out something from the actual stable masters of the spiders?
Oh, which spiders are we referring to here?
The ones that protect Lady Helave. Because we know that we're going to be going up against spiders. Is there any way that we can use the spiders?
Okay, so she will respond to this and goes, if you are referring to Kosh Reilly, he is my personal mount.
Okay. Do you have any other ones, like his brother or his cousin? Or is that just your guy?
Just mine. He obeys my commands only. Each of the noble houses is gifted one from the powers of the Empress. She does maintain control over many of the arachnid species thanks to Loth's unique powers. You met my bodyguard earlier. He was originally an elf like myself. That is Loth's gift to her people.
Oh, that's the one I wanted to put Johan on a date with, too. Okay. Okay, good.
Wait, are we still talking about spiders? Sorry.
Yes.
So I'm going to take Torin off of spider's duty, and we'll just make Johan bait. He can run.
Jesus Christ.
You've forgotten something.
What? We can use the tag. That's fine. We can teach them the concept.
I don't know if spiders will understand that.
We could teach them. All right. So
do you have this whole insane idea of yours written down somewhere? Because you are bowling through this like you have it planned.
No, I don't.
You're changing it like every 2 seconds. Like, do.
I went to the bathroom and I gained so much clarity. I know. I'm just thinking, if we know, one, how to break the corruption from the darkness crystal from Empress Audralena, the main goals is figuring out if there's any spellbound protection on the crystal that is what's causing the corruption from Empress Audralena. I'm assuming there would be some text on that we can obtain to get a better understanding of that, to get the crystal out. Because we're going to want to get out. Like, we're not going to want to take the scenic, leisurely route. I do not want to be down there very long. And then find a way to kind of mass infiltrate them and then mass infiltrate out. I was hoping we could use the spiders, but Lady Helive's telling us she only has one. That's her one. And I respect that. And I'm assuming you're telling us also that Johan's girlfriend we can't use also.
No, because Lady Helive's protective forces have been massively diminished recently to the fact where she only has one guard left now, thanks to...
so we could have had more resources, but then they all got killed. Oh, I see. Okay. Huh.
She will be replenishing them, but this will be a slow thing.
So but that only would have changed it from guard to, like, 5 against the army of the Empress.
That's fine. It's fine. We've got the cooks. We've got the sous chef.
The cooks are going to want to go into this palace.
Some ladles. I'm being sarcastic.
You could always send the elf maid from upstairs. She'd be completely useful.
She was great. She showed me where the wash basin was. It was awesome.
She brought you hot drinks.
Yeah. She's a great fucking chick.
It's a big step from hot drinks to, hey, let's infiltrate this palace.
Lady Helive, out of curiosity, what do you know of the other houses, and do any of them follow the devout teachings of Oral that could possibly we can gain allies in them? Or is it just this house?
It is difficult to say exactly. Once we return to the surface, we each try to reclaim our family homes. Several who were loyal have since fallen to the corruption through the temptation of power. There may still be others out there. I would have to send out some feelers, ask questions without raising too much suspicion.
Yeah, we would have to keep this all contained.
Here's a really major problem is, when we were talking house, I was expecting, house, as in there were vassals, etc., etc. If we're talking houses in just literally this household, we can't negotiate shit with just this household.
So if we use Johan as bait and just have him run, use him as a distraction, and try to grab the crystal, find out what we can about the crystal, grab the shit and go. That's the only other thing I could think of. I was ready. I heard resources at our disposal, and I thought we had an army of other pet spiders that can help us out. I'm not going to use the pet spider that literally poisoned my ass. I'm not. And that is also Lady Helive's pet. And Lord Helive, by the way, Lady Helive, your husband, very nice man. Strong, stoic type. He doesn't say much, but I got respect for him. Does he have any information he can help us with? He's a very quiet man, and I didn't know if he and I gelled. I didn't know if we vibed. Are we cool?
To respond to the first thing you said, and for Torin as well as it goes, there are other smaller houses which are loyal to me, which I can call in favors with. It's not a large house, but like I said, whatever resources I have are yours.
Sure.
As far as my husband goes, he is a fairly typical male.
Oh, okay.
He does what he is told. Serves his purpose well.
Preach. I hear that. I hear that, girl. You got that shit on lockdown. That's right. Claim it with the P. Claim it with the P.
I suppose she goes very similar to your Johan here.
Oh, no. He's... Wait a second. Hold on. Time out. That's not that. That's definitely not that. That's
100% it is.
That is the end result of a one-night stand between a mom and a dad who loved each other very, very much. I have no part in that. I am spoken for with one of these types, and I kind of like go to Usha. I go, I have one of those. That's my type, not this. I like meat on my bone, not marrow.
These elves are going to get us all killed.
Yep.
Understood.
I do. If you're green, you're mean, and I'm in for it. But if you're white, it's not right. It's just too tight. I get it, So
if you're green, you're keen.
It's not. I'm not peachy keen with anything unless it's green. Is my motto.
The entire time, Alicara has been babbling. Doran is just sitting there with his head in his hands, going. Just like,
it's been a long day.
I'm all here for
don't
this.
even know where to begin.
Just want to make sure we have those boundaries established. That is a no.
But it does sound though that you have an initial plan. So Lady Helive will offer to, when she has dealt with what she needs to with her own house staff, she will send out messages.
Remaining.
That's what you gleaned from this entire thing? We actually have a plan?
A start of a plan, but from her side. She will then say she will send out runners to some of her retainers to see if she can get some other members of her house to come to your aid as and when you need them.
Can we not tell them what happened to your other ones? Like, can we not bring that up? Can we keep that?
Won't be mentioned. You will all be offered, a room upstairs. There are spare beds for those that require sleep. She's aware that some of the lesser species require this, and offers to see what information she can gather about other loyal houses that still remain within the city.
If I may, this is going to be my last act because I actually unfortunately
that's why I thought it's a good time to round it together.
Yeah. So I would take Beatrix and Kazeel because they are very magically attuned. I would like to introduce them. Hopefully he's feeling better. If not, I'll put healing powers on him to make him feel better. I would like to introduce them to Postulate Falcon.
You will feel better.
I'd be like, yo, I got some Bengay in my hands. Watch me work. And introduce them to Postulate Falcon and get them access to the text to see if there's anything that they can obtain from Valken's knowledge on the corruption of the Dark Crystal to see if we'll find if there's any spellbind, like shields or barriers surrounding the corrupted crystal, and see if we can get any information on that to at least help us a little bit on how to grab this shit and go.
Okay.
Beatrix and Kazeel, I need you to follow me.
Nah.
All right, fuck you, Beatrix. Follow me.
And she goes, nah. All right, I'm a follow me.
I want to introduce you to the sweetest man I've ever met. I absolutely love this man. He's such a good man. And he's a wealth of knowledge. He takes his time talking, but he knows a lot of shit. And he helped me understand a lot about the crystals. I think you can ask him questions that I may have missed. I think you guys, it would be knowledgeable for him to have your knowledge and you guys to have his knowledge. And maybe we can get some information.
Knowledgeable to have his knowledge?
What?
Knowledgeable to have his knowledge?
Knowledgeable to have his knowledge, yeah.
Yeah, although last time they spoke to him, they hit him over the back of the head, so...
Okay, I know. That
was Chimpo. That was Chimpo. I spoke to him. He seemed lovely. So I was like, we can just leave him in this room. And then Chimpo went, boom. That's how I remember it anyway.
Yeah.
It was a while ago, to be... Out of character, it was a while ago, to be fair. Things might have happened differently, but as I remember it, Usher was fine to just leave him there.
Yes. Such a sweet old man.
He was just praying. So that's all he was doing when you walked in on him.
Yeah.
He was kneeling at the altar, and in they went. See, he was trying to contact Oral for you. If you remember, that's how you left him.
No.
Yeah, we left him.
Not a clue.
No.
Wasn't there?
Chimpo's not here to defend himself, Usha. Usha?
Yes. Okay.
You heard a poor innocent man who was just trying to pray to Arl?
I didn't. I just left him there.
It was Chimpo. Chimpo went, don't trust, leave him behind. Not.
Wait until I fucking find Chimpo again.
I was fine to leave him there.
Listen, this
he was doing his thing. He was fine. He seems nice. I was fine to just leave him.
Between you and me, Usher, between you and me,
we
treat Falcon like he's Weeble. He's just a good, kind man. He's innocent. We treat Falcon like we treat Weeble. He's just to be loved, and he is a small cinnamon roll we must protect.
I'm
good with that.
I think you're lucky that all that happened to him was he got knocked out.
Yes, considering what could have happened.
Considering it was
had I found out you guys killed Falcon, I probably would have logged off and been like, I can't do this anymore. My heart can't take this anymore.
He's such a sweet old man.
Such a good man. He's such a nice man.
Okay, let's meet this sweet old grandpa.
Okay, this is the part where I'm going to exit, but this is basically me segueing to introducing you guys to Falcon. And you guys have an amazing session. I love you all. I'll be back next week.
Good luck with the dog training.
Yeah. Thank you. And hey, fuck you, Johan. Bye.
Wow.
That was a perfect end. Excellent, wasn't it?
Didn't leave you a chance to come back at all.
She'll be back for more.
Oh, she will. She can't stay away from Johan. Alright, so...
You just need that green body paint, you'll be fine.
That's it. Just next time she sees you, just be covered in green. I heard what you said. I'm ready for you. Right, so we've got Beatrix and Kazeel are going to be going with Alicara to go and speak to Velkin. Now he's semi-recovered.
Kazeel does kind of keep...
There we go. All green.
Ooh, fancy. Wait, how do you do that?
He's still untrusting of those who are Drow-like.
Oh, yeah.
I won't
for reasons.
No,
backstory reasons that I'll explain to you in PM, basically.
Okay. But that's absolutely fine. It's all about character. And then, what's the plan for Torin, Johan, and Usher? And we'll work out what Chimpo does when Chimpo comes back. It is very late, to be honest, for you guys. So
I thought about that one, Tor. It's not green enough.
I like green. Let's see.
So, Johan is not anything of a soldier, a tactical planner in that sort of sense, so that's definitely not a good choice for figuring that out. But, he's more than happy to go along and try and find a way to sneak in. So perhaps a bit of diversionary stuff.
Scout out some of the citadels, see if you can get a lay of the land, a bit of the geography.
Yeah.
Maybe idea of the defences, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Okay, that makes sense.
I had a look, and actually, Undercommon is one of the languages that Johan speaks. I just didn't realise.
Fair enough. Good idea to pay attention to which languages people speak.
Yeah.
What you'll have heard from... Actually, were you awake? Yes? No.
No.
You weren't awake,
No.
so you didn't hear the Lady Helloface speaking to the spider. So that's okay. But we'll try and remember that for next time. Usher plan?
Well, she's kind of more a kind of straightforward guardy type. So she'll want to know the layout and stuff as well, but she'll probably want to learn a bit from your. So I keep going to say your hottie. From Johan. About being a bit more sneaky and going in the back doors and things. Because her kind of instinct is to go up and knock on the front door. So yeah. I'd also quite like to have her to pray to Milani to get a wee bit of guidance on that. Because she's, whether her goddess answers or not, is, well, it's down to you really. But for her to just kind of talk over the things that she's learnt to her goddess and try and get them clear in her head, because at the moment it's all a bit of a jumble.
Okay.
And she's just wanting to kind of clarify some things. So whether that's with Milani talking back to her, or whether it's just her voicing it, and that act getting things clearer for her.
Okay.
I think that would help.
Okay, sounds like an idea. Just get our thoughts together. Well, Johan does the stealthy scouting thing, can report back, and then Usher can be like, so this is how it is, and start thinking about
the
more tactical side of it, being the combatant of the group.
Yes.
Okay, sounds good. I'm just putting this together because what I'm thinking is that once we've got the plan together, I'm probably going to call it into the session. It'll give me time for the next session then to put everything together so I can prepare for your plans to take part, kind of thing.
Yeah. So also having an escape plan so that if things go wrong, they've got a way out.
Nice. So that could involve preparing stuff, setting up stashes, or... Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to definitely need to be healed.
I need healed as well, because I'm on 17 hit points.
You could get some health back from sleeping. You get some back.
That's true.
And what about Torin? What's the little boy going to do with his rabid badger?
Well, I think I'd be quite good with going with Johan for scouting, because I've got skills to be being small, I can be unseen, and I've got skills that help me be unseen, such as Wild Shadow.
Yes. The Ranger
so
being good at scouting
would be a very good idea.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's
this hulking half-orc being like, I'm not here! You cannot see me!
Punch people in the face.
Yeah.
Push comes to shove, I sort of tuck myself in the corner and I pretend I'm a statue with Weevil.
If everyone's unconscious, they can't see me, can they?
That's a plan.
Yeah. When everybody's knocked out, no one can say you're not sneaky.
Yeah.
Exactly.
If no one's awake, no one will see you, and no one can report on you anyway.
Weeble's got stinky.
What was that one where someone had? I think they had a half orc, and they used intimidation instead of stealth.
That was me.
Was that you? I can't remember. Someone told me about it, and I couldn't remember.
It's a game. I think Nebulous used to play Shadow Mod, right?
Yes.
Yes. Where I made
Back in the day.
I made Og the Orc Thief, where everyone was like, "You have to be highly dexterous and sneaky to be a rogue," and he went, "Nah, I put all my points in strength," and walked up to people and punched them, and then took their stuff. I'm like, pickpocket?
Nice.
Well, they're not going to stop me if they're dead.
So I should have made Weeble a skunk instead of a little bad because I can just walk around, sneak around the corner, and they get knocked out, and I move on.
Just spray everybody here.
Yeah,
make them run away. It's like we've cleared it.
It's holding by the back paws like he's a gun.
We've cleared a path through. It's okay. No one's going to come this way for a while.
Everyone put on these pictures on the nose.
It's a peg.
Gas masks.
A nice scented handkerchief.
Yeah.
Nice. Is there anything then that you'd like me to prepare for Kazeel and Beatrix as well as talking to Velkin? So he is a fountain of knowledge. He's a very old man who follows Auril. But he's a gatherer of history, which is why Alicara suggests talking to him. But is there anything else you two would like to do that I can, like, just to give me an idea to prep-wise?
I'm interested in the Dusk Elves, how they got to, like, step by step, how they were forced underground. If he knows how they are corrupted.
Yes. Yep, that can definitely can go through that.
Yeah, because if it's like just like a body or a mind control, we could find a way of like reverting that back.
Sure.
And stuff like that. More about the crystals, Alicara, and the Empress.
Sure. I think Lady Helloway will, once she's dealt with what she needs to, will be able to rejoin you, and you can talk with her some more. Because she's got a lot more of the knowledge of the history of her people, whereas Velkin will have a lot more knowledge of the crystals and the magic religion side. So yeah, you can definitely do that.
Kazeel would want to like find or get notes, get more spells, basically, potentially if I can.
Like what? Like spells? There's no one here that would be able to teach you spells. They're all divine casters in this house.
Okay.
Unless there's some crossover magic, like if you find one that's in the cleric list that you could learn, then there might be someone in here that could teach you.
I would have to go through spells, so...
That's cool. I mean, if before the next session, if you have a look through that, then we can work on that for you. That's not a problem.
I just figured I'd ask, because I'm playing a wizard, and that's how I gain the vast majority of my spells.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm quite happy as a small... Well, it's access to resources. I can teach you a couple of spells if there's any you see. I've got a list, actually. I'll send you the spells that they know, and then if there's any that appear on your spell list, they might be able to teach you them.
Okay. Or I can translate it into arcane, whatever.
Yeah. Because they can't transcribe the same thing, because they know the divine version, but they might be able to teach you one or two.
Whilst we're out scanning, can we request a resupply?
Yes. That's one of the things that's being offered. So, like, if there's anything you need as like food, clothing,
arrows,
supplies, like arrows, yeah, could definitely be provided for you. Things like that.
I used a few, so I need to replace them.
Yep. Cool. We could definitely do that.
Pull them out of the corpses.
Yeah, it's like, I don't need this anymore. Here you go. And we'll definitely like tool you guys up a little bit, you know, like give you a few extra supplies.
Random question.
Yes.
Can they harvest the spider venom?
Yes.
Can I use the spider venom?
Yes.
I would like some spider venom arrows, please.
Yes, we could do with that. It's like a couple of vials of poison that you could apply to like
could be very handy.
You might have a chance of poisoning yourself, though.
Yeah, shh.
You wear gloves. I mean, you'll be fine.
It's a flesh wound.
So yeah, this does sound like the beginning of a plan. I like this. All right, guys. I think just to give me time to prepare for what's upcoming, because this is going to be quite major. I think this is a sensible place to call it, if you guys don't mind that.
Not at all.
I said we're
if we do mind it, can we keep going?
Yeah, but I'll just make it really, really boring and not give you anything, because I've got no time to think about it. Get more stuff if we wait for next sessions. Yeah, so thank you very much for playing, guys. I'll jump over onto the recording and get that stopped shortly, but then come back and we can have a little chat. But yeah, sounds like we have a plan. I like this.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's 8 seconds. You won't get flagged for that. That was 8 seconds.
I'll catch you guys back in a second.
Catch you later.
Alrighty, so we've caught everyone up, I think. Got them together, and we have a plan. But it's going to be another month before we find out what happens. So we will hopefully see you guys next month for episode 12 of the Vault of Galudrahl. It's 12. God, we've done this for 12 sessions. That's crazy. But yeah, we might actually see the Fellowship head into the Citadel. This could be interesting. But it's April next week. It does still count. Yeah, but I say we've had problems organising game dates too regularly, with people having a lot of plans. So I figure with 4 weeks' notice, usually tends to be reasonable enough for most people to open up their calendars. So I'm looking probably, which we'll discuss the next session, will probably be on the 23rd of April, but stay posted through the Disc Cafe and we'll let you know when the next part is going to be. But I'm so glad to be back doing this. It's been 3 months waiting for this, and very, very excited to continue it. So everyone that's been tuning in, thank you very, very much for watching. Hope you're enjoying the story so far. A lot of stuff's been revealed to the players, and I'm going to be very interested to see how they take this forwards. It's nice to see that the ideas are now starting to change, and they're realising that there's a lot more going on than they were initially told. Thank you, Becca, for being here today. Really nice to have your company, and I look forward to seeing you guys next time. But Angry Pizza was amazing. It's a huge thank you and big shout out again to all of the players today. They're the ones that make this what it is, and I hope you guys have been enjoying it. I will be back myself tomorrow for some Final Fantasy 13 Part 2. But the clocks go forward tonight, so it might be a little bit earlier. But say, what's that, Diamond? So you only got a little bit. Is that 8 players or 9? I think it's only 6 players at the moment, maybe 7. It's been a big game, but definitely having a lot of fun with this one. Have a great weekend, everybody. I will catch you guys next time, and look after yourselves.